Hope I can pronounce the name of the person we're going after today. Anthony DeLoatch. DeLoatch. I'm not going to be able to pronounce that for long. In fact, I've been rehearsing it before I went live so I can pronounce it like a scholar. This guy is no scholar. He's an internet YouTuber. Oh, yes. He's actually also a successful business coach, oozing money, left, right, centre, money coming out, all different orifices. Mainly his mouth, talking about investment opportunities, telling you what you should do with your money. Questions arise, is this guy a financial registered advisor? Let's look around, can't see any certificates, can't see any proof of that. So I could be wrong. Now, before we start doing these exposés on people like Anthony, we send them an email and we go, "G'day Anthony, how you doing? I'm Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. I'm here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam." Ironically, I've looked at your YouTube channel and I'm going through it and I'm seeing all these scams that I've been busting over the years and you're there promoting them. Audacity. What is that the word? I don't know if it is the word. What? I don't know. Is that, how can people do that? This guy seems to live, I think, in America. He's a mentor, messenger, motivator, everything you want from a scammer. This guy is a bottom feeder. He's one of the lowlifes that go around and scavenge off the bottom of the ocean. Now, I've got nothing against, what do they call those, sucker fish, because they survive. And they are hustlers. And this guy's no different. Now, what actually caught my attention when I saw Anthony was a video claiming that you could, it said, passive income update. I lost $12,000 in crypto and here's why. Oh my God, the guy's a victim. No. You start watching that video and we will watch that video. He tells you how he lost $12,000 because he didn't know how to invest in crypto. Well, this ain't crypto, ladies and gentlemen. This is an investment scam. These are investment scams where they're Ponzi schemes. That means that the early investors normally are the ones that make the money, if anyone makes any money at all. And that's because they recruit. So Anthony is actually a recruiter. That's what he does. He's a salesman. And all he has to do is he's a raving success. He has to look like he's got flash cars, nice houses, walk around with a lot of confidence. He's bluffing, ladies and gentlemen. There's no proof that Anthony's actually got any money. In fact, I believe that scammers are finding it incredibly hard at the moment. It's hard times out there. They are even coming out of the cracks of the woodwork more and more and more. They're putting more on the line. Now, if you go back and you have a look at Anthony's accolade of beautiful stuff he's done, he's on stage, look at me, I'm a business coach, I'm a mentor, I'm a motivator. But now he's turned into a bottom feeder. Yeah, he's a scammer. Anthony is a scammer. And everything that spews out of his mouth is misleading you. He's using every technique that he can think of to manipulate your mind into thinking, I want to be like Anthony, I want to have a nice house. Are you buying this, ladies and gentlemen? Do you need this sort of stuff in your life? I researched these guys. I've got like 400 of these animals on my database. I've witnessed these animals promoting schemes which I know have been generated out of human trafficking compounds. The leaders in these compounds reach out to these influencers and they pay them to promote their platforms. That's what I have seen. I've been to Global, what's the one I went to? I keep forgetting. Global Financial Crime Summit. It cost over $2,000 for a ticket to attend. The guy that was running the conference said, I want you there. I know that you don't do this for profit and I'm going to waiver the ticket cost so you can attend. I thought, wow, thanks. I paid for my flights and my own accommodation. Went over to Sydney and I met 150 other delegates from around the world. Their sole purpose was to fight crime, financial crime, those investment opportunities that Anthony is promoting. Anthony's at the top of the cliff and he's pushing people off and taking 20% here, 30% here, 50% here as you hand him your USD as he throws you off the cliff. People like me, I'm at the bottom of the cliff. Yes, I want to stop these scams. But recently, I had a good chat to a lady you might know called Queen of Karma. And she said to me, Danny, you don't and you can't actually stop these scammers, but you work for the victims. So this video is about exposing Anthony, but I want the victims who have listened to Anthony to come back to me and tell me your story. I want to know that you were listening to Anthony and he told you to do this, and then the platform fell over, and then Anthony said, oh, I've had money in there as well. I didn't think it was going to fall over, and I lost more money than you, mate. So I'm actually worse off you, but I'm in the same boat. I'm in the same Titanic. But just so happens, there's another Titanic right next door, and Anthony is now driving the Titanic. And he's going, nothing wrong with this boat, bro. Come over here. Come over here to this boat. Don't get one of those lifeboats and be a victim. Come over here and we'll make more money in this boat. It's bigger. It's better. It's the best boat I've ever seen in my life. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you have heard it all before. I have heard it all before. I listen to these guys day in, day out, and they are bottom feeders. You want to call these guys out. You want to go into their Zoom meetings. Now, I have been in Anthony's Telegram group for the last month. I've been waiting for Anthony to spend some time writing a reply, and we've heard crickets. I haven't got a cricket noise, but if you did have a cricket noise and I were editing my videos instead of doing YouTube lives, you would hear crickets. This is what they sound like. Nothing. You can't hear the crickets. Ladies and gentlemen, we should hear cicadas. We should hear cicadas making loud noises in the forest. You know the life of a cicada is normally 24 hours? I used to live in Picton. It's in the top of the South Island of New Zealand. Beautiful place. A friend of mine said to me, I used to go there every weekend to meet a client. And he said, why don't you move to Picton? And I go, because I've always lived in Christchurch. And he goes, oh, well, I can get you this waterfront apartment that normally rents out for $350 a night. Sleeps 9 people. I know you ain't got 9 friends, Danny, but you can stay here for $400 a week. So I packed up everything. I went to Picton, lived in this house for 5 months, lived like a king. Watched the inter-island ferry coming in and out every day. I saw a wee fishing boat there. I could literally go on the fishing boat. On the 2 hours it took us to get to the fishing spot, I could do my work on my cell phone, laptop, the whole 9 yards, and then fish for 2 hours and then come back. And I got hooked into doing this lifestyle, and I thought, what a beautiful lifestyle. I could have done a whole lot of Instagram reels at that time, and I could have told people, look at me, I'm living in a $350 a day apartment. Look at me, I'm on my yacht. It was actually a fishing trawler. But this is the sort of things that a lot of people do. They manipulate you into thinking that you can have a better life. Now, Microsoft Certified Trainer, you are so supportive, and it's nice to see you here again. Martine and Nathan Wallace page is back up. Yes. And we are going to have a commercial interview, not commercial interview. We are actually going to jump ships. Now, I am live, and I am doing an expose on Anthony, but I do want to show you another scam that we were doing an interview with. Now, we did a video like this about Martine and Nathan Wallace. That's Nathan and that's Martine. They're at the Hilton Surfers Paradise, and there's police behind them as they get arrested because we've tried to warn the Hilton Surfers Paradise that these guys are running a conference, would you believe, for a scam company. And the Hilton haven't replied to us either. They don't really care. So I'm not ever going to stay at the Hilton. In fact, I'm going to badmouth them as much as I can. This blog that I did basically explained how we had a mirror sort of thing happen here in Christchurch, New Zealand. And there was 5 venues that this scam company was going to attend, and we actually managed to get them to shut down their last 2 events because of the publicity we created through our network of Avengers. Now, they did have a URL that you went to for the event, and after we were 2 hours live, they removed the page. But last night, one of my shiny Avengers sent me an email saying they have got it back online, and I think I did. Yes, it is. So I've actually done an update. The event reposted under a new URL, and they have quietly republished the event. So you can see this, and now you can go to the Odyssey event, and there she is. That's the lady that, I've forgotten who that lady is, but I'll probably get told that in the chat room in a minute. She's running the event, And fortunately, I didn't take screenshots because I didn't, but now I'll take a screenshot, get out of the way. Oh, I can use that later for a screenshot if I need to. And they've got, get your ticket, get full access. I'll get out of the way of that one, a screenshot. And it raves on, raves on. And if you go to this event and pay them $299, you are going to be just like them. You're going to turn into a dirty scammer. 35 days and 23 hours and 29 minutes before it happens. They say it's going to happen at the Hilton Surfers Paradise. But what will happen before the event actually happens, I will be telephoning the Hilton saying, what are you doing hosting an event like that? Emma Savage, told you. Emma Savage, that lady there, and she lives up to her name. She's an Emma Savage. Anyway, we're not getting distracted on that, but we do get updates along the way. So as we look at Anthony here, this is Anthony, 12K wiped out, passive income. Anthony, I told you I couldn't remember his name, but we're going to read his blog first, and we'll look at that. Danny's live at the same time as he is live. We'll go down here. So let's get into learning about Anthony. Now, why is YouTube facilitating someone who posts videos online when they've been promoting proven scams? Why are people like that allowed to be on YouTube? Now, I reckon YouTube, you can do better. I write to YouTube yesterday. Now, I've had an influx of subscribers over the last 6 months, and it looks like that people have been trying to sabotage my YouTube channel. So when you see 64,000 subscribers, look at my engagement. It looks like I've paid for fake subscribers. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I write to YouTube and I go, hey, I'm Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. I'm sure you know me. Crickets. Anyway, I said to them, can you please review my subscriber count? They looked at it. At that time, I had 30,000 subscribers and went from 8,500 subscribers to 30,000 subscribers. And overnight, YouTube looked at it and it went back to 11,500 subscribers. They said, good on you, YouTube. You've cleaned up your act. You've actually said you've got automated systems that do that for you, and they worked. However, I still had 2,000 extra subscribers that I don't think I got within a 3-day period. Long story short, we're now up to 64,000 subscribers. People take me more seriously now. Don't know why, but they do, which is great. And that's nice, but I don't have 64,000 subscribers, people. But anyway, what I do tell people is according to YouTube's subscriber count numbers, I do have 64,000. And I have reached out to them and they said they do have automated systems that clean up any fake subscriber accounts. But after going up to $60,000, I wrote to them again. I said, hey, Danny here again, Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. I name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. And scammers love me. And they try to sabotage me. And at the moment, I'm being attacked. Help me. Even my website's getting denial server attacks where I have to pay an extra $100 US a month to run my website so I can put a shield in front of it to stop people hammering my website. That's my life, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, I wrote to them yesterday and I said, hey guys, remember me? Adam. I've got Adam. Adam's my best friend now at YouTube. Yeah, that's right, YouTube. And I've wrote to him and said, Adam, remember me? Adam. No, it's Alan, isn't it? Alan. I'm on fine form today. 1 minute, please. Anyway, so I'm hoping that Adam's going to come back. So if you see that I dramatically get from 64,000, nearly 65,000 subscribers, and I go back to, I think I've got just over 10,000 subscribers. And if you're one of those subscribers, I value you. And if you haven't subscribed, would you believe that? I think it's about 40 to 50% of people actually watch me secretly but don't subscribe. And I used to make it that you couldn't poke messages into the chat box unless you were subscribed, but now I just leave it a free-for-all. So a lot of people sit there and watch and don't actually subscribe, but they don't realise the benefits of subscribing. For a start, how is your computer screen looking at the moment? Would you like Sadie to give it a wee clean for you? Well, that's the benefits of subscribing to my YouTube channel. All right, and other things I can do for you, we can actually do things that might be a bit strange. But a lot of people write to me and I don't want to be the ambulance at the bottom of the cliff. So if you go to my website and at the bottom, you'll see that wee orange button. If you click on that over there, you see it's coffee. You can buy me a cup of coffee to show appreciation if you want to. And it really does help because I would like to make a living out of this. Not that that's my why. My why is I was brought up in a religious cult and I thought that you were going to be destroyed at Armageddon and only the righteous people, which was me at the time, so they told me, were going to inherit the earth and we're going to live forever. It was a great dream. But the elders and the ministerial servants used to preach to me on the stage, telling me that was the story. So I never had any real friends like you. Now you're my friends. Because I got kicked out of the religion. I had premarital sex. Woo! Spent 4 months of my life sitting at the back of the King Hall, bawling my eyes out at the age of 23, wishing I'd be reinstated back into the congregation because they cut you off. As soon as you do something and they don't think you're repentant, they throw you out of the organisation and they just cut you off. So I lost my job, my best friends I grew up with. My mum didn't want to talk to me. And I basically sold everything I owned, hitchhiked around New Zealand, told people I was a mobile internet consultant. And my new love was money, because you weren't allowed to love money in the Jehovah's Witness organisation. Anyway, past all that, 4 months, bawling my eyes out, got reinstated into the Jehovah's Witness religion, got my life back. I weren't allowed to sort of participate in everything, but I slowly had my friends back, and everyone's, oh, it's nice to see you back, Danny. Welcome back to the community. And I'm going, yeah. Anyway, 6 months later, I did the same thing again. And that time I got kicked out. Spent another year of my life trying to get back into what I thought I had to hang on to, the religion. And then I got to the point where I thought, this is not for me. This is a scam, and it's a cult. Now, going forward 30 plus years, I look at these Ponzi schemes and scams and these people promoting them, and they're using the same gaslighting techniques that I grew up with. And that is my why. So in my wildest dreams, because I've been entrepreneurial for quite a long time, I make my money a little bit from doing drop shipping and teaching people how to do drop shipping websites, and also my YouTube channel. So if I do a video every day and I think about scams for 70 to 80 hours a week, I get about $350 a month from a YouTube channel. People tell me, I don't tell people that. And I go, no, I don't mind. I don't mind people knowing that, yeah, I do want to make a living out of this. Now, my buy me a cup of coffee, on the other hand, I think I make more money out of that. And people give me donations, which is quite interesting. If you just want to know how a YouTuber actually rolls, that's how we roll. We rely on donations. So if you want to donate me, that's fine. The other day, I helped this guy out. And he was, what was he doing? He was trying to find an investment opportunity that made him a passive income. He told me that he put $320 into this opportunity, and on the app, he had already received $60 worth of rewards, and he'd only been doing it for a few weeks. So what he did, he decided to take out $20, and it got back to his crypto wallet. So he'd made $20, but he still had, I think it was, well, he would have had $400. So he now got $380 on the platform. So he's come to me and he said, look, would you be happy to do, what do you think about this opportunity? And I said, well, I'm not an investment advisor, but I can look at it and I can highlight all the red flags. So he paid me $200. And I did a review on this thing, and we found out there was more red flags. It was causing a breeze off the screen. It was flapping real bad. And I thought, oh my goodness, just because he could get his $20 out, even though he put $320 in, he was convinced it was real and genuine. And then all of a sudden, something that sounded too good to be true was true, but it wasn't true. We found out he was going to put $10,000 onto their platform because they convinced him. And I said, everything you just told me is exactly how the system works. They build trust with you. You take a little bit of money out, but not more than you put in. Anyway, long story short, he paid me $200 and I highlighted all the red flags. He made his own decision. A week later, I reached back to him and I said, hey, mate, 1 minute, I've got to finish this coffee before it goes cold. It was cold. So I asked him if he'd taken all his money out of the platform. And do you think he got his money out of his platform? Yes, he did. He got his $380 back, as far as I'm aware. I don't know if it was just the money he put in, but he got $60 from other people's money who are probably still piling into this. Right, so my point of that was he was lucky. And it cost him $200, but he could have literally lost $10,000, because if he put his $10,000 in, he would have lost that, because that's a large sum of money. And then he would have gone up to another decibel in their monitoring system and said, hey, here's $10,000 coming in, make sure he doesn't get it back. Or if he starts recruiting like a hero, we better keep this guy happy. It's all done with smoke and mirrors, ladies and gentlemen. So don't think because you get money back, that means it's genuine. It means that you're in the system to be scammed big time. I've heard of people mortgaging their house. I've heard of one man told me he borrowed $70,000 from a friend because he was remortgaging his house, and the bank would like to see some cash flow sitting there that he's not using. That's what he told his friend. His friend handed him over $70,000. You're all good, mate. And he put $140,000 into a job opportunity where he thought he was going to get his money back. Lost a lot. They have systems that are cleverer than you, so don't fall for it. Anyway, long story short, after that experience happened, I thought I could potentially charge, and I don't want to make this about the money, but I could potentially charge to highlight red flags for people. Rather than being at the bottom of the cliff helping the victims, why can't I be at the top of the cliff and compete with people like Anthony, who's promoting these scams, and then go to the guy that's about to hand Anthony some money so he gets the commission, and actually say to them, hey, have you done your due diligence? Because these platforms that they promote are so new that there's not really any way to do due diligence, and they hide a lot of basic things. So what I've done is you go to my Buy Me a Cup of Coffee area and you click on extras, and in the extras, I'm going to update these pictures, you see investment, scam and reviews and scam exposure, and I'm just going to read that to you, and then this is the last of my sales pitch.
Have you already invested in an opportunity and now have doubts? Or do you suspect a scheme might be a scam but need expert analysis before making a decision? Danny de Hek, the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, offers a detailed investment review to identify potential red flags. You have two options. 1. Private review. A one-on-one session where we analyze the investment together. You'll receive a recording of the discussion and an optional PDF outlining key concerns. 2. Public exposure. Sponsor Danny to investigate and publicly expose an investment in a live session. This option helps warn others while providing transparency. What you get: a live session or private one-on-one conversation, a detailed discussion on potential red flags, a recording of the session, for your reference, private reviews only, an optional PDF summary outlining key concerns, the option to sponsor a public investigation for wider awareness. Important: Danny does not provide financial advice or investment recommendations. His role is to identify warning signs and help you make informed decisions.
Yeah, so I just thought I'd try that. Now, would you believe I've actually had 4 people take me up on that? I haven't always received the $200. Some people have just given me a healthy donation. And it's not about the money, because I want to know about these opportunities. And if you have got an opportunity and you want me to review it, I'll do it at no charge. It's not about the money. But if you say, hey, look, I want to sponsor you to do a review, I'm your man. Now, if you go to my homepage on my website, you will see that I've just done a review on StepChain. I've done a review on, somebody asked me to do a review. Now, these are unpaid reviews. I'm just going to show a few while we're here. Now, there's 3 reviews I've done, 4 reviews I've done, and 5 reviews I'm going to show you. So the first one here was, I can't even say the name. Wonder if I can get it to read it without it being too tricky.
Terracus.
Now, somebody told me that this scam is big in India. I've never heard of it, but I did a whole review about it, and my 2 cents worth, and what I would stay away and why I'd stay away from it. So, and also it was basically a virtual reality one, and you can buy luxury properties. So here I am standing here as undercover agent wearing my water rings. I was pretending I was, what do they call that thing? A lifeguard. See with a whistle? Pretty cool, right? Great cover. This one here, StepChain. I'm really proud of this one. This is probably one I've known about for a while. StepChain. Now, I've just got the CEO of the company behind that emailing me today telling me he wants to talk to me on WhatsApp because I gave him a right reply. So I've written to him this morning basically saying, no, I don't really want to talk to you yet. I would rather a written reply to the alligators that, and you can go through here and read about StepChain and Rory Conarcher, I like to call him that. It's Royal Conager, I think his name is really. But you'll see I've done a whole review on StepChain. So if you're thinking about getting healthy and fit and you want to measure your steps and get paid in crypto, read this first. That's all I'm going to say. And the other ones we've got is, this one was funny. I just stumbled across this one yesterday, and it's called Fun Saver Network. And they're literally selling products that are on AliExpress, and they've built a multi-level marketing company around it. It's absolutely a hoot. Anyway, go watch the video. It was a scream. And these ones I'm showing you, I haven't been paid to do these reviews. I've done them because people like you have asked me, hey, is this any good? And I'm listening to your words saying, oh, please don't, how do I say, please don't invest in these opportunities without asking me first. Don't think I'm doing this for the money and I won't review it, because this one here was a real laugh. I can't even read that name either, but we'll have another go. Let's have a go.
The Tosmina Trade.
Look, Tosmina Trade. And the lady reached out to me on WhatsApp, and she was the owner of the company. Ironically, when we looked up where the company was registered, it was registered to a residential address. So then I asked the lady in the correspondence, is it her company? She said, yes. And I said, oh, you've got your house on the internet. And it's all just bogus investment opportunities, pig butchering. Now, this is a perfect scam where this website's probably been on the internet thousands of times. They go and use WhatsApp and Telegram. They message you and they go, hi, and you go, hi. And they go, where are you from? And you go, New Zealand. Where are you from? And they go, Canada. And then you hear these dribbly wee conversations. The next thing they say, oh, how do you make your money? And you go, I don't. I'm a YouTuber. And then they go, oh, I make my money doing this. And here's the links. And you go there and you find this website. Next thing they try grooming you. It just goes on and on and on and on. But you get the idea. And the last couple of ones we've got here, what was this one here? R1 Life, a very big Zoom meeting, 700 or 800 people in a Zoom meeting. So I scouted, I got given the Zoom links, went in there, found out about this company, found 3 people promoting it. So that's a photo of me saying that these people are now trying to destroy the evidence. They do, in some degrees, try to hide the evidence, but I don't know why there's no video attached on that one, but it might have been because I might have been doing a bigger session and it was interwound with other scams I was promoting at the time. But in the meantime, I poked out a blog about it. So do check out my website, and that's basically enough about me talking about my website and what I'm doing. Let's get back onto Anthony. So Anthony's website, when you look at it, or what I should say, he has got 18,000 subscribers. Well, he must be good then. He could also have some fake subscribers. Who knows? But you can see an hour ago, he's posted a video and got 54 views. Now, if I get 30 views in one of my videos at the moment, in an hour, I'm doing really good. I know it's going to be good for at least 300 views in the next 24 hours. A day ago, he's got 264, 275, 300 views. So at 18,000 subscribers, I'm guessing he's probably purchased a few people, because I can see if you went into one of his videos, which we'll just grab one here.
I just got the drop on.
He just got the drop, and you will see he's got one. Oh my God, look at this. Now this guy, remember Stephen Colwell? He said that he was just documenting his own personal journey, and that is why this guy attracted me, because it does seem like he's just telling you how he's making his money and he wants to share the experience. But when you come down to the part here, there happens to be a registration link, and that is quite funny. So that's Anthony, and we will go back to Anthony's YouTube channel in a bit, but let's carry on reading the blog about Anthony. That's his photo, and we'll see what it says. He calls himself a mentor, a messenger, a motivator. But what is Anthony? I can't read his name. We'll have to get the computer to read it. Here we go.
What Anthony DeLoatch is really doing is running a rotating crypto hustle disguised as self-improvement.
Oh, so this is going to improve your lifestyle and everything. So that's what he's really doing.
And after months of monitoring his YouTube channel, Telegram groups, crypto investing alerts, shady Zoom meetings, and promotional funnels, it's time to strip back the curtain and expose the real business model behind the motivation.
So, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to strip back the curtain? Are you ready? Today, we are going to pull the limbs off Anthony. We're going to rip his arms off. We're going to rip his legs off. He's going to be sitting there as a torso, as the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger does a deep dive into Anthony's lifestyle, Anthony's claims, and we've put it all on a blog, and we've shown it to Anthony, and we've heard crickets. Here we go. So he's a self-improvement genius. Well, we've looked at his YouTube channel already, and
after months of monitoring his YouTube channel, Telegram groups, crypto investing alerts, shady Zoom meetings, and promotional funnels, it's time to strip back the curtain and expose the real business model behind the motivation.
Right, so we're going to go into his, now what have we got open here? This is Telegram. Oh, Telegram, that one there. So now we're going to go into Anthony's Telegram group. So let's just go back to the start, and we can see Anthony. He's been on Telegram for quite a while. So what I like doing with Telegram is I like looking at things like this, and I look at it and I see what he's been promoting. Now, this one here, Trade Like Crazy, is a scam that's already fallen over. So Anthony's done a whole video about Trade Like Crazy, withdraw issue. Oh my God, he's trying to help people. You know, and then you come here, masterclass. Master beta class, more like it. Just saying. So you can sort of see YouTube channels there to gaslight people. Now, I did find this was his alert channel, and if I go to, I think, other channels, Wealth Academy, I think this is him. Is this him? I forget, I've got lots of YouTube channels, but I'm pretty sure he's also got another place. Now, you can't actually say anything in here, because if you do, and you say something negative, just like when I was in the Jehovah's Witness organisation, you just get kicked out, which is really sad. So I'm just going to have a wee look and see if I can actually find Smart Capital, his actual YouTube, Harsh Kingdom, and see if I can find Anthony, his actual other channel. So he's given me, that one that's on my blog, I've got a best opportunities. I can't remember. Here he is. I think this is him. Yes. So remember Stephen Colwell? Well, Stephen Colwell had his second YouTube channel, and then what we found is he had another community that is grooming in his Telegram account, and we managed to go in there and find everything. So this is, I don't even know, big opportunities. I have to actually find him. But these are other opportunities. So this is a typical Telegram account. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 different scams that are going at the moment. And you'll go into a Telegram account like Anthony's, and you'll see that he's set up a Telegram group, and then he'll have different arms to it. And each arm will be a scam. So I could spend all day long looking at these opportunities, and I don't even know if this is Anthony's one, but this is a typical one that you would see. So this is a welcome, and you go through here, and here's another guy that I've been monitoring. I don't even know who it is. So, and there's 85 messages being posted since last time I've been in here, 75, 65, and they're all pretty much the same. But what they're doing is they're building that relationship with you, and you think you've discovered yourself in a Telegram group, which is really going to give you that passive income that we've been told that we must have. And I can even see, people send a message. So I can message this guy, Peter. I don't know who he is. Hey, Peter. Hello, Peter. Hey, Peter. And I can send him a message, and then he'll start grooming me. And it just goes on and on and on like that. But anyway, I just wanted to see if I could find him. I might see if I can find him, because he will have a channel very much the same. But I think you get the idea. You can see this leadership lady, the one that I was talking about before, who owned her own business. And and then I found her house on the internet, and you can see the dribbly conversation she has with me. This is the sort of conversations you have if it's going to talk. It's not going to talk. I don't like Telegram anymore. All right. We'll talk. Just needs a bit of time. But anyway, she says, let me explain about Johannesburg Stock Exchange. She starts talking to me like that, but I enjoy that. But let's not get distracted. I wish I could find Anthony's top earners. Let's have a look. Top earners. He may have kicked me out of the group. That happens quite a lot. As soon as you send them an email and say, I'd like a reply, you get kicked out of all their groups. They go through there and go, oh my God, Danny from the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. He's after me. Just kick him out. Just delete him. Just remove him from the group. That's what we do. And that's how they roll. So yeah, anyway, if I find that link, I may have it. I'm pretty sure Wealth Solid Investments. Is that the one? No. But you'll see he's got two groups, and that's my point. Smart Change, Hash Kingdom, the Hex Family. Oh, I can't find him. It'll be somewhere here. Anyway, let's go back to the show in hand, and we'll hopefully find that in a minute. Alrighty. So yes. So anyway, crypto investment alerts. He'll tip you off anything that's happening. Next paragraph. Let's see what we can learn from this one.
DeLoatch brands himself as a passive income coach, offering advice and encouragement to people hoping to escape the rat race. On the surface, that might seem harmless, even helpful, but the reality is far darker. Nearly every project Anthony has promoted over the past few years has collapsed, rug pulled, or been exposed as a Ponzi scheme. From NovaTech to Vortic United, COTPS to TLC Trading AI, this self-proclaimed crypto expert has built a career on steering everyday people into financial black holes while continuing to collect affiliate commissions.
Yeah, so that's the scam. You don't get wound up with the project or what the project says it's going to do, because we're going to look at a video of him telling you that the scam that he lost $12,000 in is completely different to the new 4 opportunities he's going to present to you instead. Now, whenever I see anyone that's got NovaTech associated with them or Vortex United, I know these guys, or even Trade Like Crazy, I know these guys are seasoned scammers and they are used to getting the commissions that these companies provide. They also know that they will be reached by scam companies, which I have been reached out to as well. I've got a guy at the moment who's encouraging me to partner up with him, and he's going to pay me $500 every time I do a video about him. And he's come up with a scam. He said if I did a 15-minute video, how much would it cost? And I said, a lot of money, like millions of dollars. How does it say? $1 million. And then I laugh like this. Yeah. But no, it's not going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, they do offer to pay you money. So he could be doing a double take. He could be getting the commissions and also upfront money from the scam company. So he's basically working for human trafficking compounds, and he doesn't even know it or doesn't even care. So that's what he's doing. But anytime I hear NovaTech was ran by two ministers. Yeah, religious ministers. Really, but they were there after Hyperverse, and I remember Hyperverse. They just realised that all their money has been frozen. They lost all their money, and it was actually the Satoshi show, and it was Troy, Marcus, and another guy. Oh my God, did I forget it? Troy, Marcus, and David Chandler, something like that. And they basically put on a Zoom meeting telling people that they needed to diversify in their scam portfolios. And that was when they threw NovaTech at them. So they put their hand up and said, we're going to have a meeting to help people who have lost all their money to Hyperverse. And I don't know how they did it, but they claimed they had a meeting. Well, I was there. I think they've had 3,000 or 5,000 people in a Zoom meeting. Now, I've never heard of that. But I just remember that I didn't know that much about Zoom at the time. But if you pay for different accounts, I think the most I've ever heard of anyone in a Zoom meeting is 1,000. But somehow they managed to get 5,000 people in a Zoom meeting. Don't ask me if that's true. Anyway, long story short, they might have been rebroadcasting it onto the internet. Could be wrong, but that's what I got told. And then halfway through the meeting, after sitting here going, oh, I'm so sorry you lost all your money to Hyperverse, they threw down NovaTech. And they had 10 NovaTech leaders in there trying to grab as many people because they said it was a good idea for them to diversify. And this is what happens. You get scammed once, you will get 60% of the people I talk to, my stats, get scammed again. And then once you lose all your money, they normally come to me and they go, can you help me get my money back? I go, yeah, sure. I'll just get onto the blockchain because it's all on the blockchain. I can see where your money went and I'll just get it back for you. No. It's a one-way street, ladies and gentlemen. Put your money in, never see it again. So anyway, when I see NovaTech, Danny's brain, because I know these guys are seasoned scammers. They are not nice people. They are bottom feeders. Next paragraph.
Take, for example, his YouTube video titled $12,000 Wiped Out Passive Income, where he presents himself as a cautionary tale. He claims to have lost $12,000 in a platform called Feminex, a textbook rug pull, but rather than urging viewers to exercise real caution, he quickly shifts into promo mode, pushing other platforms like Cellwix Crypto, VexoTrade, Tinsorium, and BitGym Finance. He refers to these unregulated schemes as still working, encouraging viewers to check out his links. It's clickbait with a sinister agenda. Use fake vulnerability to drive traffic into more affiliate traps.
Yeah, it is really. And I've just searched for that Ponzi scheme that he claims that he lost money to, and it's not in behind MLM, so he could have even, I don't even know anything about that one myself. The other one that he's promoting was not in behind MLM. Now, Vortex Trade, I think I've actually done a video on them, and that's a nice shiny one. Even that's not in behind MLM. Oh my God, maybe they're not scams. Maybe they're real and they're real legit. We feed content to behind MLM quite a lot, but none of those are in there so far. I might as well go for the whole lot, but they will be soon, and we can't be on all of them. And Oz is fantastic at reporting anything to do with multi-level marketing, scams and crypto dumps. He doesn't really do, but if we see something really good, normally we give it to him. And so we're going to look at that video in the too distant future, but I just want you to realise how dirty and disgusting this guy is and how much of a bottom feeder he is. So have a listen to this.
DeLoatch's Telegram group, game plan to 100 grand, is another major red flag. It actively promotes or has promoted the following Ponzi-style schemes and high-risk platforms.
Yeah, so we're going to list those. I'm just going to see if I can find Anthony. Funny enough, I have actually just found Anthony. So we're going to go to here, and we're going to see Anthony was busy an hour ago. So we're going to ask Anthony. First of all, we're going to go, hey, Anthony. Hello, Anthony. This is the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, Danny de Hek. We've got time to... would you have time to come on our live stream? See, now hopefully this will work. It probably won't. It won't. Okay, so we need to go and get the actual URL. URL will be, if I come in here and search for YouTube, I wonder if I can just put that in there. Ha! Does work. How about that? There. See, here we go. So we just go back to that. We'll go live stream. Boom. And then we will go put it in there. It went through. So we actually managed to send that to Anthony directly. He'll probably tell me he doesn't want to come. But we'll see if I can do my... No, it won't work. Okay, so 1 minute, please, caller. I need to do some clever stuff. Join. And he'll probably just abuse me and call me a scammer, because that's what they do sometimes. But hey, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. He might be a good guy. He may literally just be misled, and he may have been scammed himself, and this is his opportunity to redeem himself. So now we have made myself clear. So now we've sent that message to Anthony, and we've also sent through a link so he can come on the live show. Crypto investments opportunities, I can see that he's got all those there. But if you go through, you can see that he's promoting quite regularly all the videos he's doing, and he's just a machine, and he's just pumping these out like no tomorrow. The other one that I will do while I'm going here on Anthony, I'm going to see if I can just bring up the database and see what I actually have on him, because if I have his phone number, we'll do a ring. And we'll do a ring and see what he actually, and see if he answers his phone, which would be nice. And then we can actually get him on the phone. That's what we're all about. I'll just see if I do actually have his phone number. Anthony. Have I not set up a profile for young Anthony? I think I have. That's a hard case. So let's just go back and do that now. So this is quite fun, actually. So if we go to persons of interest, first of all, I could go for... persons of interest, and I go to my database and I search for Anthony, and when I go to my database, I have got him here. So there he is. Right, so now I've got Anthony sitting here, and now it says I've got 2 cards up here, so I'm just going to flip the screens back to, we'll just flip to that screen for a second, and we're going to see whether I've actually got his phone. Oh my god, I've got his phone number. So let's just have a wee look and see whether we have got him ready to go for a conversation. Let's have a look. And I haven't put them in my what are the card decks? That's funny if you had card decks, wouldn't it? So let's do that now. Let's go put them in the directory of Scamdemic. Go plus new contact. Oops, hold it. Oh no, done it all wrong here. Oh, get out of it. What do I do this for? Put myself through all this pain doing things live. New contact. First thing we're going to do is get a phone number, and then we're going to get a name. So we'll give Anthony a ring, and we'll see whether he wants to talk to us or not. And if not, it's understandable. And we could actually ask him to come online. So why don't we just do that now? We're going to give Anthony a ring. I'll put Anthony's phone number. First of all, we'll see whether Anthony actually has an iPhone. Because if he does, hello. All right, so first of all, I will go back and send him a text with the Anthony. I will also do an invite for him. So now he's got a text and the link to the live stream. So there's no reason why he couldn't come on the show and say good day to us. Anthony, if you'd like to come on the show and say hello to us, that would be awesome. We'd love to give you your right of reply live, which would be fantastic. And then what we're going to do now is something even more trickier, just because we can. We will, first of all, make our phone do some clever shit. Let's go to settings. Let's go display and brightness. We're going to go auto lock. We're going to turn that off. That means my battery will go flat, but that's okay. It won't go flat before we finish the live. I'm now going to broadcast my screen. Start my broadcast. I'm going to get his phone number and put it somewhere where I can click on it. All these things I should have done before the show. You're thinking, hey, well, you're right. but let's not get there. Okay, so now I'm going to put it in the cut and paste. I better put a name because Bob will want to know who it is. Bob and I share a WhatsApp group where we chuck phone numbers and Bob brings them up, which is fantastic. Right, so now I've got that. Now I need to go to, there's so many things you've got to do. We're going to business app, and we're going to go to cut and paste, and we're going to go to check in phone number, and we're going to chat with Anthony. There we go. Oh, I've already sent him a letter. It's interesting, actually. I'm going to actually read the conversation, the message I sent Anthony, the writer reply. Anthony, there he is. And this is what we actually wrote to Anthony, and you can listen to this in the background while I get myself ready for a phone call. And obviously we've got crickets, but Anthony's probably watching this now.
Dear Anthony, my name is Danny de Hek, and I am an investigative reporter.
Oh, shut it down. How could I shut it down? I only have one job to do today. I'm an investigative reporter. We'll go through that again. We'll right click on that and go copy. And then, actually I'll just paste it there. Right click, copy.
Dear Anthony, my name is Danny de Hek, and I am an investigative reporter and content creator known as the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. Over the past several years, I have built a public-facing platform dedicated to exposing fraudulent investment schemes, protecting consumers, and holding promoters accountable through in-depth journalism, video documentation, and community outreach. Your name has come to my attention following a comprehensive review of your online presence, particularly your YouTube channel, live Zoom meetings, and associated Telegram activity. While you present yourself as a motivational leader and advocate for financial empowerment, we have serious concerns regarding a pattern of endorsements for platforms that display strong Ponzi scheme indicators. To name a few recent examples, Vexo Trade, featured in a live AMA on your channel, despite mounting red flags and similarity to known Ponzi structures. Go One New Life, a matrix-style MLM project previously linked to other collapse schemes. TLC Trading AI, Oak Smart, Trongi, Vintrobi, Nordic Arbex, Veneto Financial, Builted INV, all platforms you've promoted with promises of passive crypto income, many of which are now defunct or inaccessible. Historical promotion of NovaTechFx, Hyperverse, Crypto 300 Club, Intelligence Prime Capital, COTPS, and more, all schemes now confirmed or widely reported as fraudulent by financial watchdogs. The recurring use of language like daily returns, AI crypto bots, and withdrawals or instant aligns with high-yield investment programs, HYPs, that have caused substantial financial harm to everyday investors. We understand that people can evolve, change their business model, or may not be fully aware of a platform's inner workings. For that reason, I'd like to extend a genuine invitation. Would you be open to a recorded interview to clarify your position and give your side of the story? This would give you the opportunity to explain your promotional choices, your disclaimers regarding risk, and how you view your responsibility to your audience, particularly in light of the financial losses tied to many of these schemes. We take our work seriously and do not make assumptions lightly. However, the volume and consistency of your involvement across these platforms raise legitimate public interest questions that deserve transparency. You can contact me directly via this email, or we can coordinate through a mutual platform. The interview format is flexible and can be scheduled at your convenience. I look forward to your response and hope to offer you the opportunity to address these concerns directly. Sincerely, Danny de Hek, investigative reporter, YouTuber, the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, dehek.com.
Right, so as you can see, we've got a reasonable letter. I think it was quite well. Thank you, ChatGPT. And now we've got the opportunity to ring up Anthony and see if he wants to take our call. So let's have a go and see if he does. So there we go. You can see on the screen. Hi there, guys. Normally I just get abused, so it'd be nice if he's decent. And I assume it's kind of like 4 o'clock in the afternoon where he's from. There he is.
Oh,
Yeah, g'day. Is that you, Anthony? Oh, you're getting chased by the police. How you going, Anthony? You there, bro? Sounds like he's getting chased by the police. That was quite funny. That's quite fitting, though, isn't it? Let's see if we can do it again. No answer. Oh, that's unusual. Let's just try phone. He might not want to be on camera. So Anthony was being chased by the police when we rang him up. No answer. How about that? So that's weird. You can sort of see how frustrating that is. So I'm going to resend the message that we sent him originally, and I'm going to send him a voice message. G'day, Anthony. How you doing? I'm not sure if you were getting chased by the police then, but we could hear the sirens in the background. Hey, look, we're doing a live stream at the moment, and we're doing This Is Your Life, Anthony style, and we just sent you a few writer replies, but we haven't heard anything from you. So I said to my viewers that we would give you a ring during the live stream so we could talk to you about some of the projects that you've been promoting on your YouTube channel. We understand your background. I've done a blog, I've sent you an email, and I've sent you 2 requests via Telegram, but you haven't actually had any engagement. Now, you've just picked up the phone. We know you're driving, so why don't you give us a ring back when you're available, or tune into the show, or come along to the link provided and just pop on in. You can use it on a Safari phone. So if you've got an iPhone, which I think you are not, you'll probably be able to just click the button and join the show, and just join via voice if you like, but we'd love to hear from you. Thanks, mate. Just make sure that actually went through. G'day, Anthony. How you doing? I'm not sure if you were getting... Yep, no, that's cool. Well, there we go. So we'll carry on. Hopefully Anthony's tuned in now. We've got his attention. I will just make the phone disappear for a wee while. I'll go back to the other screen as well, so that I can make the phone remove on that one in case, so when I flip back. But if we get anything back from Anthony, we will by all means let him have the right of reply. But at the moment, we have no reply from Anthony. Now we're just going to go through some of the opportunities that he's promoted that I can see on his own YouTube channel. Now, a lot of people tell me I have misinformation or I don't have my information right. Well, I don't make it out of thin air. I do research, and I went through his YouTube channel, which you can see here. I click on videos, and I can see he's got 481 videos. So I go like this, and I go all the way to the bottom, and see if you've got to go, and you blah, 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 like this, blah, blah, blah. And I grab all the titles of all the videos that he's produced. This is a year ago. So we're up in the last 2 years. I'm guessing he's probably doing maybe a good 100 a year. And we can see all, look, NovaTech, areas, update. He's been following NovaTech. Everything about all these Ponzi schemes and scams, he's been doing updates. He's trying to help his followers, and he's always smiling. Even if you lose money, he's got a nice smile. That's just lovely. Anyway, I went through all these videos that he's done. You know, Smart 2.0. When you see scams like this, I don't even know what one. Smart 2.0? That means one's already fallen over, you know, and they relaunch these things. But he's backing them all. We've got, what have we got? Amiga Digital. You know, and I go through here and I just grab all the titles of all the videos, and then I shove them into ChatGPT and tell it to sort through all the known scams that he's promoted that have actually fallen over. And now we're going back 8 years. So there we go. There's the end of his YouTube channel. He probably started with, he's probably been through the IM Academy. I don't know. I'm just making assumptions. But you can see 8 years ago, morning motivation. Let's have a listen to one of them.
What's up, good people? It's another amazing day that God has blessed us with. And
oh my God, the religious undertones make me vomit straight away. They always have to go after the religious communities who trust people and what they say.
Extremely excited about it.
He's extremely excited. For God's sake, you scammers, get fresh content. How can you be excited about everything you promote? I mean, you must sit there going like this all day long. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. You know, oh, g'day. Hey, g'day, Jelly Snack. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Did you get that one, did you?
Hey, look, on this quick video, I want to give a big shout out to my wife. Look, this woman never ceases to amaze me. This is a phenomenal woman.
Oh, phenomenal. I mean, it's just the same shit every day. Now, we've just been told that Queen of Karma is live, so let's just jump in and say hello on her live. I don't know if she's live. There she is. She's live.
Just kind of on a pause.
Oh my God!
You know, while the funeral and all
Megan?
that happened because they're fault.
Where did Megan get those damn earrings from?
Never again.
Oh my God!
Now it's like it never happened. I don't know if she'll even mention it in this. It's like it just disappeared. You know?
Wow, look at that.
Disappeared.
So this is Queen
Where does
Karma.
Megan get those damn earrings from? I don't know. I don't know. They're pretty crazy though, those ones. I thought you liked unboxed.
Oh my God.
I do.
Funny, we're both doing lives at the same time. I'm broadcasting your live on my live. I don't know if there's a name for that. Repurposing?
People write them. Like, that's her career. So it's like, take a look at this and tell me what you think.
Oh, so she's having a live update. Oh, this would be good.
Fun stuff.
I've been following these ladies' scams.
But man, you're going to meet the educators soon.
Oh my God. Listen to her go on though. Listen to this. This is another
Your best
lady.
self ever. So we got to get some people out of the basements of their house. Stop living in the basement and being sad and depressed down there. We got to get you to at least move.
Yeah,
up to
don't
the
be
main
like
level.
Randy.
Wow.
In the basement.
Oh yeah, Randy. Oh my God. Oh, how awesome. So
Yeah.
that's really good. So
And
we've actually got a great network of YouTubers who actually are out there outing these people. At time we've had enough. We've had enough with people like Anthony who are gaslighting people into depression, really. Because what they do is they go after lonely people and tell them, do you want that lifestyle that you see I have on Instagram or whatever it is? These guys are bottom feeders. They are not successful people themselves. No doubt Anthony's had some success in one of his scams and he's trying to piggy bank all the other scams off that to get the momentum back again. In the meantime, the lifestyle he has become accustomed to is going through his fingers like sand. He's losing it and he's getting more and more desperate. This guy seemed to be a successful business coach at the start. And then he's got involved in what he believes crypto. This has nothing to do with crypto. These are investment opportunities that he's training people to invest in where he's hoping to get the dregs off the top. And that's the commission money. Hyperverse was one of the scams where they were taking 52% from people who were investing in these opportunities. So even if the investment opportunity was going to return you 3 times your investment, now that investment opportunity has to return 6 times your investment because they've given away 50% of your money to the person that held your hand as they threw you off the cliff, Anthony. Another opportunity was Boomerang. They were selling $500 arbitrage trading licenses. You would buy a $500 license and they would give you access to $1 million worth of flash loan money to invest where you could use the flash loan money to do arbitrage trading. And the $1 million would be on a smart contract. Anyway, long story short, they told people that if you pay $500 for an arbitrage trading license, you could generate $1,500 worth of revenue a day. And then they told you your strategy should be to do that and then buy 3 licenses. And then you would make $4,500 in a day. And it went on and on and on and on, but no one ever did it. In the meantime, we found out afterwards when it fell over that they were going to have a problem refunding people because 65% of that $500 was given to the person that held your hand and threw you off the cliff. People like Anthony. They're after the commission money. Every time they get somebody who signs up and they get a commission check, they get it off the platform as fast as they can. May Summervu is another lady. She was investing in Trade Technologies. 11 million or 9 million, can't remember exactly, it could be 14 million. In 8 months was stolen by a company called Trade Technologies. She told me that she had not got burnt on that one. Even though she's telling people this is a long-term project and you've got to think big and believe, you leave your money on the platform. Don't take your money off the platform. Take out what you initially put in, she says, and then play with house money. Well, she didn't do that. She said that she had a group of people that put in their money. They had $16,000. The platform fell over and she said she took her money out the day before. How did that work? So what I'm getting at is these guys aren't, they're preaching, but they're not leading by example. They are scrounging around trying to get that commission money off people. Now, I think I might have lost my train of thought on that one, but I want to go through here and really expose Anthony because he's promoted these Ponzi schemes. He's told you that these are the best things since sliced bread and you should invest because he's done so. Now, he probably got a backhander from people. He is obviously taking the commission money. The only people that make money are the people that promote these platforms because they're at the top of the pyramid. So that's how they work. They're encouraging you to build your own pyramid and your own downline, but these guys have been scamming people for years. So they go from one Titanic to the next Titanic, and they're all sinking, but some are more afloat than others. And the delusion is the fact that it hasn't sunk that much yet. And at the moment, you can still go get a cup of tea from the cafeteria in the Titanic. You can still have a meal. You can still listen to the music. Remember how they played the music as the ship went down in the Titanic. I went there, but I heard about it on the Titanic movie. And so they give you the illusion that this is not sinking. All these platforms, 100% of all these platforms I've ever investigated that are to do with investments have made claims they can't substantiate. You don't know who the company is behind them. They hide behind flash words. We've got blockchain for one thing. We've got smart contracts now. And because it's got a smart contract, because they've got a certificate from CERTIC, it's meant to be legit. But then when you break it down and you get these certificates from CERTIC, like I did a review on one the other day, they passed on 2 out of 5 things. But they still claim that they've been certified by CERTIC. These are the stupid things that you hear. So all these platforms that I'm about to show is what Anthony thinks were good at one point, but he learnt, like you, not to be on that ship because that ship's gone down. And he's learnt a lot from that ship that went down, but he's still on a ship that's sinking. It's just sickening. Here we go.
Vortic United promised daily returns through AI-powered trading portfolios, now collapsed. Affiliates encouraged others to deposit large sums for commissions.
That sound that you just heard is actually from something Squid Game. And Squid Game had this red light, green light thing. And when you heard that music, it meant you ran like hell and then you froze. And these scams that I'm showing you are very much similar to that. When it's all good, it's all green. And as soon as there's any inclination of the Ponzi scheme has got to its end of its life, they tell you to freeze. And then when the red light goes, you run to the next Ponzi scheme.
Trade Like Crazy, TLC, marketed AI trading with alleged insurance certificates, now blocked in several jurisdictions.
Yeah, and they've tried to rebrand from memory.
NovaTech, one of the most well-known Ponzi schemes of the last few years, offering unrealistic weekly returns. Widely exposed, Economy, claimed to offer Forks education and automated trading. Behind the scenes it was a recruitment-heavy MLM model. DAISY, marketed as an equity crowdfunding smart contract with AI trading, operated as a deceptive gifting scheme. Funds, another token-based income program, with no external revenue, unsustainable payouts, and affiliate-focused bonuses.
Bonuses, yeah. So funds. Oak Smart's still happening at the moment.
Oak Smart, presented as a Forks-based passive income source. Many red flags, zero third-party validation.
Now, some of these people argue with me and they tell me, "Oh, it's not a scam. You don't know what you're talking about," and because it's still going.
Trongi claimed 3% daily returns through Tron blockchain staking, now non-operational.
Now, how can you have a scam, an opportunity that's giving you 3% daily that doesn't have a product or service? And as Warren Buffett says, you can see who's been swimming naked when the tide goes out. So when crypto's flying, they can afford to pay this sort of stuff because everyone's winning. But as soon as, and how can they guarantee a return on investment? No true, genuine investment opportunity can guarantee return on investments. No one.
AM Size, formerly Crypto Program, a repackaged version of a previous scam with rebranding to keep it alive.
Now, MoveQuest is quite interesting.
MoveQuest masquerades as a fitness incentive program, but uses MLM-style commissions to drive recruitment.
Now, I'm just going to go into a new opportunity because I just mentioned MoveQuest there. And there's one called Bullish Moon. And Bullish Moon is meant to be some association to MoveQuest. I've said that wrong. Bullish Moon is going to launch today or tomorrow. If you go back to Anthony's, you've got MoveQuest here. Now, MoveQuest is has tried to get itself in the Apple App Store. It's another fitness app. They have been pumping and dumping their own coins. And if you go back here, you can actually not take my word for it. I don't even know how to do this. I don't know if you can drag these over. Oh, you can, but we saw $92,000 being dumped into this platform the other day, which gave it another false economy. You might think, well, that's not bad. $8. I'm pretty sure it was $9 yesterday. But it's all in the red if you go at the bottom. Most of these are red going backwards. Yeah, it was $9 yesterday. And it went up for a second, but it's just going down, down, down. But what's happening, Lynette from MoveQuest, I believe that she's dumped $92,000 into it to give it a false economy. And if $92,000 can actually manipulate the candle, the green candle, it's kind of like no real surprise there. But this used to be worth $100 a token. Now, we have heard that a bullish moon is connected to MoveQuest. Now, we've got, I have got people who have, I've started investigations on, and you may know these people, but I'll see if I can find them. Yeah, this guy here is meant to be promoting a bullish moon. So if we go to bullish moon and we go into here, we can see that he's promoting it. So this is another guy that I'm going to do a video like I'm doing on Anthony. But this guy is meant to be behind bullish moon. And then you think, oh, yeah, okay, well, he's allowed to promote this sort of stuff. And he certainly is, if he wants to jeopardize his professional career. But I haven't done a deep dive into this yet, because I haven't really found much about this guy. But these YouTubers that are promoting financial opportunities on YouTube should be shot, in my opinion. And I don't even know. I think I've even got a noise for that. Have I got a noise for that?
Don't be a pussy.
I've got a noise for that. I've got dinosaurs. Have I got... Yes, I have. Yeah, they should be shot. But going back to Anthony, so MoveQuest is what I'm saying. It used to be called Get Fit, and they tried to get in the Apple App Store, failed. So they rebranded the company to MoveQuest, and then they changed it from multi-level marketing structure to an affiliate reward system. And then now it seems like the people that have been promoting MoveQuest all seem to be moving over to this new thing that hasn't been launched yet, even though it's been going, I think, from the 15th of May. And you might think, oh, well, that's very complicated, Danny. Well, it is very complicated, but yesterday I did a EXPOSÉ on, what's that guy's called? On Step Chain, which is another fitness app. So all these ones I've just talked about are a fitness app. And what this Step Chain company did is they actually have, this is the link they have on their app, on the App Store. This is their legal letter that they have on the App Store, because you have to, and they've set it up under stepchain.net. And you go through here and you read through all their terms and policies. And at the bottom, they claim that they're based in the UK and they have info at StepChain. So I sent a right reply letter to that today, and I got a correspondence from the owner of StepChain, well, the top guy at StepChain, saying he wants to speak to me on WhatsApp. Now, any professional company would actually ring me on the phone, not through WhatsApp or Telegram. I'm just saying, right? But if you go to the terms and conditions on this here, these are identical to the terms and conditions that are on the other website, which I'll show you in a second. But when you get to the bottom of here, they've removed, they've got a Gmail account as their email address. Now, any professional company that claims they've got 5 offices around the world and they're going to Mars with their technology and their app wouldn't have a Gmail address. But this is all, so you might think, oh, well, that's fair enough. So there's their privacy and their terms and conditions for the app that's in the Apple App Store. But when you take off the word legal on their domain name and just go to stepchain.net, you get a 404 error and you can't find the website. However, if you go to the multi-level marketing side of it, you can see that they've got a new website set up, and they're telling people that they can receive $1 million worth of rewards every month. So they're willing to give away $12 million worth of rewards every year. However, you're not allowed to advertise this because people perceive that's $1 million worth of money. It's not crypto, it's not tokens that they think are worth $1 million, it is money. And that's what they're advertising, that you are going to get $1 million worth of stuff. Now, if I gave you $1 million car, and that car has never been on the market before, and you've never driven that car, it's never been tested, never been on a racetrack, and you've never heard anything about it, the perceived value of that car is only in the person that owns that car currently. These guys are claiming, I believe, that their tokens are worth that much. So they're going to give you a whole lot of shit tokens that you can't convert into real money. So having adverts on their website like $1 million worth of rewards is just bullshit. And I call them out on it. But this website here has now been notified. I wrote a letter to Apple and I showed them the 3 domain names that they have promoting their services. And now, last night, I watched a video of Rory Conarcher. It's saying that they've changed from MLM to affiliate marketing. But then somebody got on there live and asked them, how come, are you going to open up to more than 5 layers of rewards And then they said, oh, yeah, we that's what the other system's for. So they're still doing multi-level marketing, but they've just relabeled it so they're in line with Apple's policies so they can have an app on the Apple App Store. Now, they might think that wasn't relevant to what Anthony's just doing here, but if you go back to Anthony, he's been promoting MoveQuest. Now, as I said, they used to be called GetFit. Then they've rebranded to MoveQuest, and they're trying to get their app on the Apple App Store. Now, I've found 5 apps on the Apple App Store where they've set up completely fake companies, just like I showed you with StepChain, so they can get their app on the App Store. Now, the reason why StepChain, which is not StepChain, Smart Steps, which is another one again, failed, so they said, is they couldn't get their app on the App Store. So no wonder the guy from, so complicated these days, Smart Chain wants to talk to me on WhatsApp because he will not want me reporting their app to Apple because they've used deceptive marketing strategies to actually be deceptive to Apple. But when I do a video, I'm hoping that Apple spend the time watching it. But because there's been 5 apps put on the Apple App Store in the last couple of months that I've been monitoring, it seems like they've found a loophole in Apple's screening process. And I ain't got all day to sit here and write and communicate with Apple. So if you have, please complain, write a review about the app on the Apple App Store. Go and search for StepChain. And if you see any of these apps and you're not sure, just reach out to me. But this does not change Anthony promoting MoveQuest. MoveQuest, because they've got their token, this is different than multi-level marketing. But because you don't know the history of the company and you know that they used to be called GetFit, and because you haven't been storming into their Zoom meetings and causing disruption like I have for the last 6 or 8 months, or because you haven't actually been interviewing the owner of these companies like I have, you may not be up to speed with this. So if I go to behind MLM and I put in there MoveQuest, I will find articles of, oops, hold up, I'm pushing the wrong buttons here. Hold that one down, click that one. And you can see that I have done a pretty good job at promoting the truth behind GetFit, misleading claims, MoveQuest, scam exposed. Now, interesting enough, we've written on behind MLM. Sorry, we're written on Trustpilot, but Trustpilot don't publish my reviews anymore because they don't want the truth. They'll only let you publish 5-star reviews, which is really true. But you can see here, GetFit Mining reviewed, task-based MLM, crypto stalking, Ponzi, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And you can see here, here's Lynette, the owner of the company. And here I am, just like I asked Anthony to join us now. Lynette decided to join us now. And she's a nice lady. But you have to be nice when you're she has got a history. She's been charged by Essex Sect. She's been charged for, doing... well, here it is here. So this is her, Lynette Shirley Crawford, whatever her name is, in the United States District Court, the Western District, North Dakota, whatever, blah, blah. And she said, what has she been done? She's been charged for her connection to Seek Rewards. So she's been investigated before, and she has been named or, charged with something. If you want to go there, just do what I did and read all about it. But I have interviewed Lynette before from GetFit, and since then they've obviously rebranded themselves to what do we call it, MoveQuest, and obviously they're pumping and dumping their tokens. We have had people reach out to us with crypto wallet addresses showing that Lynette is actually taking the money off the platform and putting it into her own back pocket. Just like everything's anonymous on the blockchain, it's very hard for us to prove that true, but people have spent hours following the money. And it's interesting to see these claims do make a lot of sense because you do wonder what drives these people. And there obviously is a lot of money at hand. I would love to go there. Jelly Snack, what are you doing in this other chat room here? It's quite cool. We're going to go back to that later on, but we'll just hopefully she's still alive. So back to Anthony. So Anthony doesn't care about all the history of MoveQuest. He's telling you to do your own due diligence. He's putting up a disclaimer, but he's pushing that down your throat, hoping to get the commissions, which he can get off the platform as quick as they land. And no doubt that's what he does. So don't trust him when he talks about MoveQuest, which is still active. But if you knew the history...
Agros supposedly ties crypto earnings to agricultural development. No proof of business operations.
Yeah. So these they don't have a real company office.
Cryptex, anonymous team, vague ROI claims, and referral-heavy compensation.
Yeah, Cryptex still going at the moment. A lot of people in India are promoting it.
101 Moneymaker, details vague, but marketed as a passive platform. Another risky bet. Global Cooperative Banking, sounds legitimate, but no licenses or verification. Suspected fraud. BitGym Finance, a Telegram bot promising 1-3% daily returns. No audit trail, no legal disclosures. Tinsorium, promised AI-based returns, with technical excuses for login issues and no verification of activity.
So if you want to get involved in all those, reach out to Anthony. I'm sure he'll help you take and he'll get paid, certainly with a commission money along the way.
Each of these schemes follows a similar pattern. Outrageous ROI claims, anonymous teams, little to no product or service, and referral-based commissions. That's a classic Ponzi formula.
Yeah, I showed this to Ken Gamble the other day, and I think I've got to show you, but there's a lady out there at the moment. Her name is Mars Honda, I call her, but I think it's Masonda Henderson. I get it wrong. And one of the really interesting things, oh my God, she's not doing this, is she? Oh my goodness, 2 days ago, a scam. So she's doing a video about Go EU Life Exposed, scam or smart. Oh my goodness, we've got to watch that one. So if she's calling it a scam, it's going to be very hard for her to live that one down, because she's been promoting that, and I've done a whole video on that. I'd love to watch that one, but we'll do that another day. But I just want to show you some technology that could freak you out. And we've got a scam at the moment called BeyondBit, and they've got a guy who's always in 360 DPI. It's not very clear, and I believe he's using this technology. Watch this.
Check this out. I'm speaking right now in my normal voice, but
what if I wanted to switch it?
Same words, but now I sound like a completely different person.
This is not a voice filter or pitch shifting.
This is AI capturing every tiny detail. Pause and breathe.
Of how I naturally speak.
Most words.
So imagine that technology. So when you see these fake CEOs and they're sitting here and talking to you, now this one, BeyondBit, they've got a fake CEO. He's an Australian guy who talks with some real weird accent, which I'm a New Zealander. We're right next to Australia. I talk similar, but he doesn't. And he's claiming that this Ponzi scheme BeyondBit is all based out of Australia. We're dying for somebody to go to the offices in Sydney and check out to see whether they're there. They claim they have 300 staff around the world, like they all do, but we don't know where they are, and there's no proof of that. However, this guy is always in front of the camera. Well, he's not always in front of the camera. He'll only come on camera on special occasions, and I believe he's using some sort of software like this. I'm very, very tempted to actually see what this video is about. Now, if you don't know about Go EU1 Life, which is the dumbest name ever, if you went and searched for that company, EU1 Life, EU1 Life, you will see their website's still going, and then EU1 Life, but we should have we should have a blog, EU1 Life. I'll just put scam. And we should have a video, where is he? EU1 Life, well, Pocket there. So that's the video that I did I did this maybe 3 months ago, 11th of March actually. And there I was calling out Mars Honda for promoting Go E1U Life. And Pocket Watcher has also done a video about it, and he used a lot of the information that I'd gathered in his video, and he's got 130,000 subscribers. But ironically, Mars Honda Henderson was the person I featured in my video, showing that she was promoting it, and I'm just so curious to know what she's actually promoting. Why have we got music in there? I'll just turn that off for a second. I'm just going to see how long. This is 3 minutes and 58 seconds. So let's have a look.
So someone... U-Life is a scam. Let's clear the air, because rumors love company, but we're rolling with the facts today. A scam is when you hand over money and get nothing in return. But Go E1U Life...
Okay, so this is actually someone is obviously trying to answer the people who are calling it a scam. And obviously Mars Honda doesn't promote anything unless she gets a
email marketing
commission.
Platform.
So now they're coming back with this sort of shit. I can't wait to show this to Pocket Watching with JT. And here they are, royalty-free images, no show of real staff, and all this is just put up to counteract what we have been saying about them.
$7 per month. Kajabi, which allows one to sell courses and
So
this is the scammer right here.
Oh shit! So if you were to look at this scam, they have got people saying that they made $2,000. One guy was in hospital bed, and he made $2,000 in referrals while he was in hospital just by signing up to E1U Life. Another lady claims she made, I don't know, $12,000 within a month. Another guy who claims he was a doctor, when pocket watching with JT found out where he got his doctorship from, didn't exist. It was a made-up doctorship company, and he also made uberous amounts of money. So when they come back and say that, how can you be called a scam if no one's making any money, then it definitely contradicts what they're actually saying. So if you go to Pocket Watching with JT, please do subscribe, and you go to his videos, he did this video here.
This company, his name is David
and
Fake. I don't know why.
So listen to this.
All right.
So that video of Mars Hondas is claiming that how can it be a scam if no one's making any money? But listen to these claims.
He was laid up. He wasn't even 100%. The man was bedridden. And he claimed he made $2,000 in that condition. Okay. All right.
Jason was getting so excited when he was doing this video. He's yelling down the microphone, and his microphone's cutting out the high pitched noises, which is making it hard to hear. But
then there was this guy. This guy claimed that he made over $10,000. I believe he said in a week. Now, this guy claims that his name is Dr. Stephen K.
Look, for you guys, just go and search for Pocket Watching with JT. Go watch this video if you think that EU won life. But when I see videos like that, it is absolutely just disgusting that they're doing it. But anyway, let's carry on. So my point is, I don't know if I read that paragraph. What have we better read it again.
Even his YouTube channel description is a carefully coded funnel. He claims to explore the latest and greatest crypto platforms and opportunities. But this so-called education is really just affiliate marketing for unlicensed financial products. His links, videos, and live streams feature one recurring pattern: hype up a new scheme, document early payouts, and when it crashes, blame the industry and pivot to the next one.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. They're all Titanics, they're all sinking, but some aren't sinking as much as others. And he's going to rather than getting in the lifeboats and getting back to there and getting helped by the real world, the regulated currencies, and report all these people that are in these Titanics, he's jumping from one ship to the other, and it's disgusting. Yep, nearly 500 videos.
Across nearly 500 videos, he has promoted Hyperverse, NovaTechFx, Crypto 300 Club, Intelligence Prime Capital, IPC, COTPS, Vortic United, Oak Smart, Trongi, Go1U Life, TLC Trading AI, Vintrobi, Vinido Financial, Builted INV, and Nordic Arbex.
So I've just rang Anthony again, and he doesn't want to talk to us. So we're just going to ring him on the phone. Just thought we would while we have him there. It's ringing. No answer. He's actually hitting decline call as we rang him before we could hear the sirens in the background. Bob, are you going to ring him?
All of these schemes used misleading language around passive income, AI bots, staking platforms, or forks trading, yet none have been verified or proven sustainable. Anthony also uses cloaked domains like https://www.gamaplanto100grand.com Zoom to host Zoom meetings without risking takedowns. His linktree is littered with dead promotional pages, and his website, anthonydeloatch.com, promotes generic motivational fluff, overhyped crypto income strategies, and overpriced coaching funnels. These include unverified success claims, vague digital courses, and lead capture forms designed to recruit new victims into his affiliate ecosystem. His Telegram groups funnel users into risk after risk, often with exaggerated testimonials and misleading success stories.
So have you ever heard of a wolf wearing sheep's clothing? That's what we're talking about here. Now, if I go to Wayback Archive, he uses a domain name called, he has been using a domain name called gameplanto100grand.com. And when you go to here, you can actually see he's been using it since 2021. And if you go to 2024, this is archive.org, and it takes a screenshot of that domain name. And he was using a domain name which we can't get access to. And when you get to that domain name, it forwards you to their latest Zoom meeting. Now, his Zoom links change all the time, but so does updating the Zoom links and keeping your community up to date. So what people do is they grab themselves a domain name like you see here, and then they cloak it to have their latest Zoom link. And as soon as they get banned by Zoom, they can just switch it out. And that's what they do. So that's what he's done. But if you have a look at his Linktree, you can see, and really coolly is we've actually been, Linktree's owned by Google, I think. So he's got all this stuff on his Linktree as a business coach. He's a mentor, motivator, and a messenger. It doesn't say anything about crypto investor. And if he reads out his disclaimer, that means he can say anything he likes. Kind of like a surgeon who's about to operate on you, and just before you get put out, he pulls up this disclaimer saying, I'm not a real surgeon. Anything I do from here on forward is a disclaimer saying I'm not responsible for anything you do. And I can't prove that I've been certified as a surgeon. That would be great. So YouTube 5-day growth challenge. Subscribe to Anthony's YouTube channel. Profit from Forex without trading. How that's complicated. That means you're just signing up for a passive income investment. I don't even know how to say that word, but Sofo Bank offer, book a call with me. And you can do, let's go book a call with Anthony, and that's broken. And also, you can actually, if you look, the domain name that he's actually got there is actually Game Planto 100 Grand Connect. So he hasn't renewed his domain name fees. But if we go back to archive.org and put that domain name in there, we can probably go back. No, we can't. So I'm just trying to get the connect. At one point, he did have a domain name where you could book a call with him, but his domain name's dead. And there's this Game Planton 100 gram Telegram. I don't even know what that's about. So let's go open, and it's an invalid link, expired. So that's interesting. Alrighty, so yeah, so that's what I'm getting at there. I'm just saying, and the other one is we want to look at, if you didn't know Anthony from a bar of soap and you looked at his business coaching, mindset coaching, bullshit, poos and wheeze, you can see that he looks like he used to either be quite successful. And you can go there and read all about him, episode whatever, blah, 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 Facebook, blah, 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 read about Anthony, blah, blah, blah. He's even got himself a podcast. And if you don't know, I've got a podcast as well. You just go to podcast.dehek.com and you'll see it. Who is Anthony? Let's see who Anthony claims he is on his own website.
Who is Anthony DeLoatch? Anthony DeLoatch is a self-proclaimed scatterbrain genius from a little town called Tarboro, NC, who has been helping entrepreneurs, authors, and coaches establish themselves online through web design and marketing for the last 8 years. In 2018, he is shifting his business to help even more people in a deeper way. After noticing that most of his web design and marketing clients did have anyone to help them build a solid foundation for a successful online business, he decided to do something about it. Introducing the Unstoppable Entrepreneur Academy. Anthony is also launching an exclusive mastermind group where his clients can get one-on-one access and accountability to take their business to the next level. When Anthony is not busy helping professionals make money online, you can find him somewhere having fun with his wife and kids.
Oh my God. So he's not actually helping other people make money online. He's trying to scramble around and make money himself online. There's no thing. So the first thing is we go to Anthony DeLoatch join, and once again, for some reason, it doesn't load. So once again, I'll get this name in. Oops, hold up, cancel. Now that could actually be me in all seriousness. I'll just check that. Let's go back to the Wayback Machine. My router seems to be blocking me from a lot of stuff these days. Does that mean his domain name is not going anymore? Interesting. Hold up 1 minute, please. Call up. Go to Start Archive. No, it's telling me he's not archived. Interesting. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe I got it wrong, Anthony, but you did have a chance to prove to me. But anyway, everything he seems to be doing is 404 errors. His strongest thing seems to be his oh, look at that. So even on his own website, when you click on About Podcast, we've got 404 errors coming up here. Join the Academy. Let's have a look at that. Look at that. There we are. Unstoppable Entrepreneur Academy. Build, grow, profit. Step-by-step guide to build, grow, profit from your online business. Now, there you go. So this is actually like the wolf dressed in sheep's clothing, isn't it? You read this. Oh, look, here we go. Membership options. You can be part of his crew. You get access to his private area in Telegram where you'll be encouraged to invest to make your money. So there you go. Frequently asked questions. Let's see what questions he wants to know from people.
I'm on a tight budget. Is this for me? Yes, this membership was created for people just like you. The affordable price lets you start your journey to making money online without breaking the bank.
Okay, look at his demographics.
I have a full-time job. Can I do this? Absolutely. In the Academy, you will learn how to carve out enough hours in your day to make your online business work.
Oh, that sounds so good. This must be done before ChatGPT.
Do I have to be a tech guru to make this work? Not at all. Today's technology advancements actually work in your favor. Most of the apps and tools needed to power your online business are so user-friendly anyone can get up and going quickly.
Well, you don't need him then.
How did the idea come about? Lorem ipsum dolor sit emet, ad hoc labors honestidis proner. Tandis epicuri in...
So this is crazy. This is a website developer guy claiming to be a website developer, and he's put the question but left the default answer in there. So he's just using templates and switching out the content for his own content. And he's forgot to do one because that's the standard fuller stuff. So literally that means you could search for the standard fuller stuff and find other websites that haven't updated it as well. So from here, you can see that somebody else has done the same thing. That person's done the same thing. You know, this person's done the same thing. So if we just, for shits and giggles, clicked onto this here, oh, we're in Zimbabwe now. And there's somebody who'll be using the same business coaching template as him, and we go down the bottom here, there'll be frequently asked questions that have got the same filler. Now, where is these frequently asked questions on his website? Let's go about us, shop, cart, getting distracted, aren't we? Courses, oh, there'll be a frequently asked questions section in here somewhere. Contact us today. Sorry, this video doesn't exist. Oh, look, here's let's have a look at this. So this is where he had his own testimonial, right? Let's see if this is the same as Anthony's, just for shits and giggles. Actually, I'm tempted. Oh, look, I'm going to get distracted. But let's go back to Anthony's website, if we can find a version of it, right? Let's go back to here. And let's find that testimonial that he had on his website. I think I saw it on the homepage. It'd be funny if it's exactly the same testimonial in the same image. Not that one. About Anthony. And these are just standard templates. I'm a website developer as well, so I do know what I'm talking about. Okay, so he's used that image on that one. It's a different image. But they're theoretically, when I first started my, let's see if he's got, Anthony, I don't even know. So if I received this, let's say, oh my God, look at this. This word here, these are all the standard filler words you have when you buy the template. He hasn't even finished. So once again, if I grab this review that Anthony theoretically has got from somebody, I could theoretically search for that review and find it elsewhere. So actually at the moment that review does come up on his website, and look, Anthony DeLoatch email verification. Let's just have a look at that. We're just having a bit of fun here. I like going through these. So let's just have a look and see where that come up. Anthony DeLoatch. So he's used these reviews over and over again. And somewhere that, I don't know why, but that review made that page come up. I'm getting distracted. But my point is, if we went to this review of this guy, I bet we couldn't even find this guy. And I bet this guy doesn't even know his image has been used. And I just can't help myself. I kind of want to have a wee look, reverse image look at that image and just see if we find the real person and see whether his name's the same. Copy image address. So if I copy the image address and we're looking for someone who's called Alex. So let's go back to Anthony here. Put that in there. And there's Alex. And we might be lucky enough just to right click and go search with Google image search. And the only place that photo is used is on Anthony's website, which you would think you would find that on, you know, on a LinkedIn. So let's go, Alex. Let's just try and take this to another level. We're now going to see if we can find this person and see whether they really exist. So we're going to put them on LinkedIn. One of the guys that he's wrote the review is claiming that he's a business person. What business person do you know that doesn't actually have LinkedIn? And this is where you could go through here and find. So where does this guy claim to be from? But he's a business owner. Doesn't even put his business name in here. What business owner wouldn't want to give a review and have a plug of his name of his business? So he's called him Alex Brook, whatever. It doesn't even exist. And, you know, so what I'm getting at, guys, this is a templated website of what he wants to be. So even my first impressions of Anthony was that he was a failed business coach. And if you go and look at his website, you would think that he was a raving success. But this is probably just a lead generation website from a website developer who doesn't finish his work and now become a crypto scammer. So that's Anthony's website. And I think you've got the idea that Anthony is not who he says he is. Let's go back. Let's go. We reached out to Anthony to talk via email, gave him the opportunity to respond. That silence speaks volume. Anthony DeLoatch is not a mentor. He is not a messenger. He is clearly not a motivator. Well, he might be a bit of a motivator. Is that motivator?
Motivator.
Motivator. He is a serial promoter of Ponzi schemes. Leveraging social proof, fake transparency.
Leveraging social proof and fake transparency to recruit new victims into whatever platform is still paying him affiliate income.
Yes, and that's what he's doing. Now, I've just noticed I haven't put my own footer on here. Now, I'm a website developer, and I do develop websites. That's kind of what I do for a living when you don't see me do stuff. I don't do it very often, but I do it. So I have a lot of shortcuts. So this is my website here. Now, Anthony, you might learn a few tips. I want to add another paragraph at the bottom of this. Go to code, and I go and I paste that code and go back to virtual, and now I've got a standard bit of code that I put on the bottom of all my websites. And now if I go save that, I can go back, go to view post, and that's it. Oh, Susie, didn't see you there, sorry. Nice to see you here. So now we go to the bottom of this here, and you can read the very last part where it says, who is Danny de Hek? So let me just finish this off. It speaks volume. Now let's read the last part of it, and we'll read about the author. This will be the last of the blog. Hold it. I mucked up.
Anthony DeLoatch is not a mentor. He is not a messenger. He is certainly not a motivator. He is a serial promoter of Ponzi schemes, leveraging social proof and fake transparency to recruit new victims into...
We'll just skip for that.
If you see his content, be cautious. If you've already lost money through one of his promotions, you're not alone. The more we document and speak out, the harder it becomes for this kind of predatory marketing to flourish. This is not empowerment. This is exploitation. And Anthony DeLoatch has made it his brand. About the author Danny de Hek, also known as the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, is a New Zealand-based investigative journalist specializing in exposing crypto fraud, Ponzi schemes, and MLM scams. His work has been featured by Bloomberg, The New York Times, The Guardian Australia, ABC News Australia, and other international outlets.
Right, so... yeah, and if you want to say claims, back them up with real links going off to these things. And unlike Anthony, you wouldn't find real links. Now, this isn't about me. This was about Anthony. This was a cry for victims. Anthony's at the top of the cliff, and he's throwing people off the cliff and taking commissions as he throws you off the cliff. I am the ambulance at the bottom of the cliff, which I don't want to be. So either get me to do reviews on the scams that he's promoting, and I'll highlight all the red flags, or let Anthony throw you off the cliff as he scouts out 20%, 30%, 40%, 50% of your USDT as he throws you off the bottom of the cliff. He doesn't care how you land. He's on the Titanic, and he's jumping from one sinking ship to another, and he's going to keep doing it. Get off the Titanics, get into the lifeboats, go get help from the real world. If you've got a gambling problem, or you're lonely and you're depressed because that's his target audience, then go get some professional help. Get yourself back on track. Only thing I recommend that you do is actually go and watch Pocket Watching with JT. He is a regulated financial advisor and he helps people with their finance. And I'd recommend if you're having problems with your money, rather than trying to trade your way out of it, going to the casino of Ponzi schemes, don't do it. Don't listen to people like Anthony. These guys are truly bottom feeders. Anthony had the right to reply to this video for a month. I've rung him, he's answered the phone in this call, and he's hung up on us. He will no longer take my calls, and he will not reply to us. If he was a professional like he claims, he would be biting at the bit. Because now when you search for Anthony, what do you think is going to come up in the search results? Well, let's have a look. Anthony, whatever his last name is, we're just searching for your name. And we find, sure enough, he's got a big footprint on the internet. And you can see this. He's got his TikTok, he's got a YouTube, he's got his Facebook. I can't compete with those three sources because they have a very strong liking with Google. And then you come down here and you've got the very first article was Buy Me a Cup of Coffee, Anthony. The second one is his LinkedIn profile. So why does Buy Me a Cup of Coffee come up in here? Well, when I do an expose on somebody, I put this podcast on multiple blogging sites. And this one was posted on the 25th of April, which was obviously nearly a month ago, 3 weeks ago. And you can see there's Anthony and there's the video. And if you press play on that, I put this podcast, you can hear me and you can read all about the blog I've just shown you. This and other blogs. So, Anthony, give it up. You must be a sad and lonely individual knowing that all your friends and family don't like you anymore. You know, are you really happy producing content, trying to teach people how to make financial freedom moves to get that when you know it's not true and genuine, when you know that you're taking money off these people? I mean, imagine going into a shop and buying yourself a new iPhone, knowing that the salesman that ran up to you when you went through the door is going to get 50, 40, 30, 20% of the money that you spend. Do you believe he's genuine and real? And as soon as you walk out of the shop and you fire up your new cell phone, it doesn't work. You go back and the shop, same thing, is shut. How would you feel? And then you go next door to another shop who sells cell phones. And there's Anthony again, the same salesman. He's trying to entice you to buy another cell phone with him because the other shop, he had cell phones from them as well. And they stopped. He had the same problem. He actually bought 10 cell phones and had the same problem that you've got. But buy this new cell phone. It's the best cell phone I've ever seen. You buy it off Anthony and he takes another 20, 30, 40% of you. And then you walk out that shop and you look around and it's shut. You can't go back. There was no real company. There's no support. You couldn't ring them up because your phone wouldn't work. And then what do? You go to the next shop and there's Anthony again. It's the same salesman. He's in all the shops. He's in all the Ponzi schemes. They all are scams. Now, I'm going to show you 4 shops that Anthony's working on at the moment because he's just a salesman. And I want you to enjoy the experience with me. And we'll try to stay focused on this. But this is Anthony. And this is the video where I thought, I'm going to do a video about this guy. Because I thought, when I first saw this, I thought, this guy might be helping me. He might be helping me, the Avengers. Now, Anthony, if you want to become an Avenger, you're welcome. If you want to think, look, I've had enough of these scams. I've done the wrong thing. I've made myself a fortune. No, you haven't. You've made no money, mate. You're a bottom feeder. You're scrambling for ways to make money online. There is other ways to make money online, legitimately, believe it or not. But this is Anthony, and this is Anthony telling you how he lost $12,000, and he doesn't want you to do the same. He's not a financial advisor, and he's probably got a disclaimer that's going to pop up on the screen, but he's really just a glorified salesman trying to get commissions. No one pays him. Well, they might do. These platforms probably pay him to promote them, and he gets commissions. But he don't want to know about you or your complaints once it all falls over. Anthony, the show is yours.
Is to violate your own code. And that's exactly what I did. I went too hard, too heavy, way too soon. And guess what, guys? I got spanked. Yep, I got spanked to the tune of $12,000. Ouch! And I'm gonna show you guys exactly what happened and detail everything for you so you can avoid the same mistake that I made. Now,
do you think he's authentic?
On this channel, I share my participation in the cryptocurrency space. I show you.
This is not cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is the payment method they use to get the money off you. People say, I'm in crypto. This guy is in what we call investment scams. He just uses crypto because you can't get it back. If he was a genuine business, he would have a bank account where you could deposit money into. He would enable you to be able to potentially write a check. You could invest in this opportunity to use your credit card, but not this one. No, he wants crypto from you because USDT is his hallelujah. You can't track it, you can't get it back, and we never know where it goes. But it's all on the blockchain. You can see where your money goes, but that's why they use crypto. So when they say it's crypto opportunity, it's like trying to say crypto, a lot of people can make money, but this is an investment opportunity, completely different.
You guys what's working and what's not. So if that's something that you're interested in, then I want you to go ahead and lock in with me. All you have to do is like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time that I drop a new crypto review or tutorial.
He's really helpful here, isn't he, guys? Are you excited? This is Anthony DeLoatch. I can't even say his name, but I've had him on pause for about a month and waiting for him to write a reply. So far, Jelly Snack, we've actually telephoned him and he won't answer the call. He did answer the call, and then when he hung up on us because we heard sirens in the background. It was freaking hilarious.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump right back into this thing. Look, guys, I'm going to tell you guys what happened. I'm going to show you how I took this 12K loss, right? It's not the biggest loss that I've had in the cryptocurrency space.
Of course it's not the biggest loss he's had. Remember, he's been in many Titanics. He's probably been involved in NovaTech, and that's where he learnt how to be a scammer. Or Hyperverse, or Hypercapital, or Hypertech, or Hyperverse, or Hyperfund, or Hyperplanet, or Hypernation, and all those ones. They just keep rinsing and repeating. All these scams come out of the same factory. I'm convinced of it.
But it is one of the biggest ones. So I want to tell you guys all about it. Now, I'm not just going to leave you there. I'm also going to share with you the things that are working.
There you go, the things that are working. So while I'm on the Titanic and it's sinking, there are other boats that are sinking, which I'm promoting, and I'm still being able to feed off, and I'm still being able to get money from. Now, I actually haven't watched all this video, I'll be honest. But when he says he lost $12,000, I'm assuming he's going to show you a platform where he deposited $2,000 initially, and then he got up to $12,000 from his house money, which the money that he is claiming he produced will probably be from referring people into the platform, which is incredibly easy to do. No, it's not. Anything that he's going to show you, I'm assuming, I haven't watched this, and this is the good part of it, is that he's probably put $2,000 in it, and if you just put your $2,000 in it, you'll get daily returns drip-fed to you, normally your own money paid back to you, that you can take out the rewards, but not the initial $2,000, because as soon as the $2,000 you have, let's say you put $2,000 in, they will drip-feed you your own money back, but you'll never get over $2,000. Then they tell you the way to make real money is by getting other people to put $2,000 in, and then that you'll get 30% of that money, and that will be put into your $2,000. So now you have $2,600, so to speak, and so forth and so forth. So I'm assuming that when he says he lost $12,000, it's because he probably promoted this opportunity to his community, his religious community, his congregation, to his Telegram group, and they all pile in there and follow him like the Pied Piper and invest. But as I said, he's actually at the top of the cliff throwing people off. So he's taking the tickets off you as you go through the door, and you fall off the cliff. And I'm at the bottom of the cliff saying, have you been bitten by this guy? Let me know. Anyway, let's just see how it pans out to see if my predictions are correct.
The things that continue to work. And I'm going to show you my plan of rebuilding, getting myself back to the level of passive income I desire, which you guys know is $100,000 of passive income through the cryptocurrency space in 2025. All right. So
his goal is to give you $100,000 worth of money from the crypto environment, which means the cash register system, which I just said before, it's not. but he's going to help you generate that sort of money. Now, why would he say $100,000? Because his target audience is probably people who make $100,000 a year. And they're probably thinking, if I had $100,000 a year and I could generate that from doing crypto investments, I could give up my job. So it's appealing to those type of people. And that's why he would have said that.
Rocking on that journey with me, this is going to be a great video. Now, I'm not going to hold you guys for too long. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my screen so you guys can see exactly what's going on. And then we're going to keep it moving from there. All right.
He's a bottom feeder, isn't he?
Hey guys, I'm on my screen.
Look at this. And this is paid to users. Look at the zeros you're going to see there. Total orders, total users. So this is I have actually done a video about this one previously, and this might be what found me. And so I'm just looking at that screen before he gets started. I don't know if that's their platform. That platform is claiming that it's got 3,103 users, and the total orders is, I think, over 1.3 million. So you could divide that up and actually probably figure out how much the average user put in. Paid users is actually theoretically twice as much. So even that there screams alarm bells for me, those figures.
Screen now, and I'm in the back office or the dashboard of Feminex, right? You know, that's the platform that I was talking about, that I went too hard, too heavy, way too soon. All right.
All right. Now, I hate those words because he's grooming you. He's using NLP training, because as soon as you see something you want to go hard and heavy, he's going to say that's the reason why it failed. So right here, I believe he's given you an exit strategy in your brain before you even lose your money, because he's used to dealing with people who have lost their money. So he's going to say, did you go too hard, too heavy, too soon? And you're going to go, well, yeah, is there another option? And he's going to say, that's why it didn't work. You're not going to do that. You've got to sit there, give them the money, stake money for a year or 2 years or 5 years, and then wait, because that will give them more time to get onto the other ship.
Right. Now, here's what happened with Feminex. Everything was going very well until this weekend. I think it was Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. It was Sunday or Monday. Everything was going well. We were getting paid like we were supposed to. Withdrawals were coming through. I even communicated with support, and everything was great there. But on Sunday, I reached out to support. They were supposed to have a webinar on Sunday with the CTO, I believe, or CMO of the company. And I reached out to support to see what was going on with the webinar. They never showed up for the webinar. I never heard back from support at all. So I said, well, look, I don't know if this is it, what's going on. So I went in, I did a withdrawal, right? So when I requested a withdrawal, the withdrawal that I requested, it went through. I think that withdrawal was on like Sunday morning, if I'm not mistaken. It was either Saturday night or Sunday morning.
All right. Now, I just want to show you if this is true. I did a blog about this company, and this was Feminex here. Now, this CEO and this company certificate that you see on the screen were fake. You could tell, and they weren't. I researched, I did a whole blog on this particular scam. So I'm looking at this guy here going, are you part of the scam? Are you using a collapse scam as an example of how you made money? And I can tell you now that this is a fake CEO. We found that guy in that photo on numerous websites, and he was claiming to be the CEO of Feminex. So what I'm saying is Anthony here has put, theoretically, $12,000 into this program. That's what he's alleging, and found it that he was getting withdrawals and it fell over. So this is the caliber of the Ponzi schemes that he's promoting and using as an example that fell over. I did this review while I was doing a live and published a blog about this company. Now, if we go to their domain name, whether it's still active, it is now gone. And when I was in my video, I would have, I don't even know if I did a video about this one. I think I did do a video. I didn't do that video, but I did do a video because I saw Tim Walter. He was promoting it because I've actually got him in here somewhere. I'm just going to have a quick look and see. Yeah, so this guy, Tim, is very bad as well, and he's just like Anthony. But you can see how many Ponzi schemes and scams this guy, Tim, has promoted. Every line is a Ponzi scheme or a scam. So what I'm getting at is I did a pretty full-on review about this. I didn't do a pretty full-on review. I spent 10 minutes writing up some stuff, found they had a fake CEO. What do they call it? I can't even say it. The company certificate was bogus, and I thought I actually took a copy of that, but I can't see it in there, which is actually brilliant. So here I am doing my own review, telling you guys to stay away from it. On the other hand, we've got Anthony over here telling us that he put $12,000 on that platform. I mean, is the guy stupid, or is he part of the scam? You make the decision. Carry on, Anthony.
I did a withdrawal. The withdrawal went through. But I did a withdrawal after that, and that withdrawal did not go through, right? And
so it did a withdrawal. Why don't you tell us how much you took off?
And it's sat pending. It's still in pending right now. And I knew that it was a problem, a major problem, right? This is what it looks like when the rug is being pulled from under you, right? And so that's what I did. I went ahead and I checked it out, and I'm gonna show you guys what's in my back office so you can see it for yourself. As you see, I have some little balances in here, like in Bitcoin, Tether, TRC20, and you see I have over $1,000 in Tether BEP20. This is where my money was being paid out pretty much most of the time. Now you guys can see that I started this platform on March 15th. You can see here that my last order was that 5,000 that I put in on my last video. I was talking about on that. Then the last withdrawal that I did was the $312.
So he's put $5,000 in, and then his last withdrawal was $320. So where did that $320 come from? Did it come from his $5,000 maybe?
My total balance right now is $1,017.61.
So since the this is stupid. It is 3 months ago now. No, it's 2 months ago. Somehow his $5,000 on the back screen has turned into $15,000. So he's got 3 times his return on investment within 2 months, and he thought it was real. Where's the money come from?
My total active orders is $15,000 right now, and the total amount that I've successfully withdrawn is $3,106.61.
So he's withdrawn $3,100. So he's got 60% of his own money back.
So that's why I said I got hit for about $12,000, because
so he hasn't got hit by $12,000. He's made commissions of $12,000. So he's put in 5, got 3 back, lost $2,000, but claiming to have lost $12,000 because of the fake numbers that's in the back end of his website. This is not a loss of $12,000. Technically speaking, it's a loss of around about $1,900. So for a start, his video is misleading.
If you subtract this $3,106.61 from the $15,000 that I put in there, that's about $12,000 loss that I took on this one. If this thing never comes back with it, which it looks like. They're not communicating. They're not paying anyone. I haven't talked to anyone. I've talked to my upline, talked to other people on my team, and nobody is getting their withdrawals right now. And
so here he is telling you that he's basically in the same boat as you, and he's not. He's in the captain's quarter. He's probably been paid to promote that initially because he's done a video he said earlier on, and I've done a 10-minute blog about it and shown you all the red flags, fake company and corporations.
Nobody's getting any communication from the company, so that's...
And he can't even look at the screen when he's saying that because he's probably been communicating with the scammers himself. So you look at his body, if you want to read body movement, he's not even looking at the screen while he's telling that.
What's going on right now, all right? Now, you guys can see this. I'm going to show you my history here. Maybe the history will shed some light on this for you here. In my history, if I go to my withdrawals and you go to withdrawal, you're going to see I have 2 pending withdrawal requests in here once it flips over.
But if you look at these withdrawal requests, he's got 2 requests, one for 327, another one for 304, and then he's claiming he's got regularly, does it have the date? It does. So he's taken out on the same day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 withdrawals. So he's taken out on the same day, let's say 3 times 5, so it's $1,500 odd. All on the same day, and that's what you're looking at today. And then he's got 2 more withdrawals, which is crazy.
I think it should flip over. Yeah, there you go. So now you see I have 2 withdrawal requests that are sitting here pending. not doing anything, right? And you see that my last withdrawal that was successful was the $312 withdrawal. This $304 withdrawal did not come through, and the $327 withdrawal that I did is just sitting here as a request, and it has not gone through. Now, this is changing dates. This wasn't today or tomorrow, technically, because right now it's saying 4/11. So, of course, this withdrawal was not done on 4/11. This withdrawal was done a few days ago, but the dates keeps changing here. So, I don't know why they're doing that.
Well, they're doing that because it's automatic date updates. You know, it's just bad website development. I mean, I would be more interested to know when he started withdrawing, and I'd be more interested to know why he thinks he's actually got $1,500 on the platform. Either he's got it from commissions, as I said, for referring, and as we can see now, the website's been taken offline. Now, when we did the review on this website originally, I think I found the directory tree, and you could see all the loose files of the website, which means that they just grab all these files and dump it onto a server somewhere, and then they redo all the logos. And we could actually go in and see the dates on the images, and you could see the images they use over and over again. They reproduce the website, update with a new logo, change the words throughout the website, upload it onto a new server, and start the same scam again. So I would bet money that this guy knows both ends of the scam.
Just like these withdrawals right here, it's saying 410 and 410. These withdrawals were not done on 410, right?
Oh.
So these I don't know why this.
So he just went up the screen there, and he said those withdrawals weren't done on 410. However, now we've jumped and we see a 20-day discrepancy where on the 31st of the 3rd, he's taken 125. Wonder if we can just go back a little bit without screwing it up. How do we do that?
It's working on 410 right here. It's saying 410 and 410. These withdrawals were not done on 410, right? So
he's not been totally transparent here, but now I've just froze the screen when he scrolled up and scrolled back down again. So he's going on the 27th, 28th, 29th, and the 30th. Every day he's been taking out 200, 300, 200, 250, 247, 246, you want to be exact, and then $125. And then all of a sudden, the next 5 are all done on the 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. And he's insinuating that these dates are changing every day automatically, even though they weren't the day that the transactions happened, which is interesting. So manipulation, these platforms aren't connected to any, as they say, trading bot that he had on the screen before. They are literally manipulated by the people. If Sam Lee used to work with a guy called Garrett Blakely, he flattered with him for 5 months, and Garrett used to work in one of these companies which produced these scams, and he said they built in a fail safe. So if the company was losing money more than gaining money for a 7-day period, the scam would just automatically fall over. It's all geared up that way, and that's the same with these guys. So they wouldn't pay you out unless they know that more money's coming in. As soon as the money stops coming in, the scam's up, and they're going to freeze everyone. It's the same deal every time.
Why this is working this way. As a matter of fact, let's see if we check the transaction here. If I check the transaction, I should be able to see when the actual transaction happened.
So that's quite interesting what he's just done there for me, because theoretically, I could go back.
I should be able to see when
I could get his from and see where it's gone to. And technically speaking, it would be interesting to give that to Crypto G, if Crypto G you're watching that, and actually see if we can find Anthony's crypto wallet. And I'll do that while we're speaking and see if Crypto G's around. Crypto G, and we'll just get that there. G'day, mate. Is it possible for you to find Anthony's crypto wallet from this screenshot? Alrighty, so I'll put that out there and we'll see if he comes back and says that. Now, I'll just go and grab the URL for Crypto G so he knows what we're talking about. Because it'd be nice to know what Anthony's wallet is all about. And we'll carry on, Anthony.
The actual transaction happened here on the thing. It says it was 4 days ago. So you see, this was on April 6th. So even though the date is showing a different thing here on their dashboard, if we go to the Binance on the Binance scan
And I'm just looking at his tabs along the top, which you might not be able to see, but those 4 scams we mentioned earlier on, he's got them all ready to go. So he can show you how to jump ship. Isn't this crazy? So here he is showing you how he lost money on what I identified as a scam after looking at it for 1 minute. And then I produced a blog within an hour, put it online, trying to warn as many people as I can. He's claiming he's lost $12,000 when he hasn't. He's only put 5 into the platform, and he's got 3,100 out of the platform. So he's lost $1,900, but he still claims he's lost $12,000. Where did that $12,000 theoretically come from? That's because when he recruited other people in his community into it, he would have got commissions, would have gone onto the platform. And then if he tried to get all that money out at one time, the system would have said no, it wouldn't have been approved. Even though he's shown you stuff here on the blockchain, on the money still would have to, because the money goes over a bridge. And if you go to the troll at the beginning of the bridge and you go, hi, I'm Anthony, I'm recruiting a lot of people, I want to take some money out. They go, oh, we know you, Anthony. You're one of our promoters. Here, sure, have your money. We'll just approve that one. We'll approve that one. We'll approve that one. That's what they're doing. So you, at the bottom of the pyramid, you're not Anthony. You're not going to get the money. So he's using his top of the pyramid example here on how he gets money out of it. So then when he introduces you to the next opportunity, you'll be able to make money like him. No, you won't.
The transaction we see in the BSC transaction, the 312 was done 4 days ago. All right. So that's when that was sent to me. So this is it, guys. This is what's happening with this platform.
It's not what's happening on the platform, Anthony. You're lying. You're a fucking bottom feeder.
This is one of the things that we do have.
And you're a coward because you won't take my phone call. What sort of coward won't take my phone call?
Have the chance of running into when we're getting involved in these platforms.
What the hell?
Platforms that are paying pretty good, that are paying us out. That's why we need to test them out for more than just the few weeks that I did with this program, right? And I jumped in too heavy, right? I'll be honest with you guys, too heavy, too early, way too soon.
Bullshit.
And they spanked me for it, right? They said they got me, right? I did an April Fool's and then involved this platform with the April Fool's thing that I did. And they really ended up April Fooling me, and it ain't even April the 1st anymore, right?
Oh, dude.
So it's crazy work. What's going on here? So,
are you feeling it? Is your heart pumping custard? Do you feel sorry for Anthony because he lost $12,000?
That's what's going on with Feminex, guys. I don't believe it's coming back. One thing
he knows it's not coming back because he's involved in the scam. He's at the top of the cliff.
Thing I do take the sting. It stings when these platforms happen, but one thing I do is I make sure that I don't go in with any more than what I am willing to lose. And
oh my God, that's a disclaimer that I can't stand. How many of you people actually want to go into an investment opportunity prepared to lose your money? They are grooming you to think that you're at the casino. So you're at the casino, you've got $10,000 in your back pocket, but on the table, you're playing with hundreds, just a few $100s. And now you're prepared to lose those $100 on the table, but don't be tempted to pull the big wad of money out of your back pocket and throw it on the table, because you should only be prepared to lose. Play with money you're prepared to lose. I mean, have you ever heard a more stupid expression than that?
What I can walk away from, I wouldn't put any money into one of these crazy platforms that would put my family or my life in jeopardy or anything like that, right? So I want to make sure that you guys aren't doing that either, right? Make sure that you're able to walk away from the money and be able to move forward with it and keep it going, all right? So even though I went in heavier than I wanted to, still good over here on this end. All right. Now, I want to tell you guys, even though that's not working, it doesn't mean that
back in the day it was.
We've been doing a full expose on Anthony, and Anthony's telling you at the moment how he's lost $12,000 to a scam, but he hasn't. He put 5 in, he got 3,100 out, and now he's telling everyone that he invested in a scam that we've even done a review about before he lost his money, and it had a fake CEO. The picture of the CEO was used in numerous websites promoting teeth, one of them was, and also the company certificate was fake. But Anthony still put $5,000 down on the table, and he said he went too fast, too hard, too soon. So he knows he's playing the Ponzi scheme game, and now he's shown you how he lost $12,000, but he hasn't. He's lost $1,900 going by his own stats, and we just sort of caught you up to speed on that. So we'll carry on listening about Anthony. It's only a few minutes to go. And let's listen to Anthony's story.
The big mistake that a lot of people make is that they give up. And if you want to give up, that's up to you. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't give you financial advice. Nothing in any of my videos should be considered any type of financial advice. But one thing I do is I don't give up. I am committed to winning. And so I have some platforms that are still working, right? One of the platforms that's still working is Sellwix Crypto. And I just...
Now, did you hear what he just said? I've got platforms that are still working. So he knows he's playing with a fire here. And he's encouraging you, even though he's not a financial advisor, to follow his leadership.
Up my stake in this one. I do a 14-day stake in this one.
Staking your money gives the platform 14 days to disappear. Now, he's just shown you, hasn't he, that he's just been in that other one he lost, in his words, $12,000 with. That was only going for 8 weeks. I don't think it was going 8 weeks.
Now I'm at the $400 level, not anything really big. This has been around for almost a year, right? And people are really enjoying it. People are really talking about how good and how well this platform is working. So it's working really well. I just went in back with another $400 stake. I get paid 1.5% off of this because I'm in the pro plan in the starter level.
So he's telling you what plan to go for.
And so I don't have a problem with
So the 1.5% is coming from his own money. He's put $400 in, he's getting 1.5%. So all your brain says is I get 1.5% for my principal, you'll lose your principal. So they use your principal to pay you back. It's not rocket science, ladies and gentlemen. This is stupidity.
That is paying me good money. I put $400 in. It's going to pay me $6 a day for 4.
So $6 a day, if you would divide that, let's make it $5 a day. How many? 5, 20, 28. It's got to last 80 weeks before he breaks even. Is that right?
15 days.
No, 8 days.
I'm going to make 80.
So 3 months. Most of these programs don't last 3 months. If they do, normally they get some momentum because they're good at marketing.
$4 off of this. My screen timed out, so don't worry about that. But I want to tell you guys that it's amazing, that this is still working.
It's amazing it's still working and he's here promoting it to you. How long does he think it's going to work for? I mean, come on, guys.
People really like that. If you haven't taken a look at Crypto Sellwix, drop down in the description of this video.
And there will be a link.
I have a link there for you to check this out. See if it's something that you want to add to your portfolio to keep rocking out with. All right. Now, here's the next one I'm going to go to, which is Trade. I'm already in the back.
So I just can't go past this guy. He said, I don't know how. Well, basically, he said it's still going, it's still good. There's a link in the description. Sign up. Why would he want you to sign up for? And he's told you to go for the pro plan, and he's telling you that he led by example, not going too hard, too fast, too soon, by putting $400 down.
Office of this one because I was looking at this a little bit earlier. I have about $2,500 in this one. There's a couple things that I really like about this one. First and foremost is that the CEO is up front. He has a video on the homepage of the website. He's open. I'm in a chat.
Now, I might have shown you Mars Honda Henderson and her fake videos. So if we went to this video of this website, now I think I have done a so he likes this opportunity because they put a video on the homepage of the CEO and he's transparent. So that's how he's done his due diligence. Just by the one he lost $12,000 for, he's so far I can't actually load that page. So you can't go to .com. Whether they own the .com, I don't know. And now we're looking for, there it is. Oh, well, look at that. So there. So this was filmed, I don't know how long ago this video was done, but if we go back to here, you can see in the search engines, that's the same logo, right? Now I've just clicked on that link and I'm waiting for that to load. And already this opportunity that he's promoting to you, and this will be next month, he'll have a new lot of opportunities. He'll be giving you another, there's probably a video on his YouTube channel already about how this one fell over, but I can't load this website here. There is a slight possibility it could be me, but let's see if I can just highlight that there. Yep, that's what I want. So now I'm going to go into not ChatGPT. I'm going to go into archive.org, and I'm going to put that website address in there, and we'll have a look at that website and see. Right, so all of these websites have just been created end of 2024. Then they've got momentum by these idiots that are promoting it like Anthony. And then when you go to this website here, hello, Jedi, nice to see you here, mate. Good to see you. Got a lot of Avengers in the group at the moment. So the grow your wealth with AI-powered crypto trading. Now, I have actually done a video about this, and theoretically, because I'm looking at it on archive.org, unfortunately, you are not able to archive this page, so it's a shame. But hopefully I'm able to copy that link I'll try if I can copy it into, I can. So the video that he was talking about, boy, it's tricky if you know my world, but let's go here. There should be a video that comes up when I type in this. And the video is no longer available anymore. So what does that tell you? So this, now what I can do is I can go to YouTube, and that video that was embedded in their homepage of their website, that Anthony was saying he felt good about this website because there's a video of the CEO on it, has been removed off the internet. The website isn't down anymore. And now we can see that I've found other people here, because there's a video of me in the list, other video, and there we go, a review on there's people out there doing reviews on these scams. Scam Radar, 27 views 2 weeks ago. Now, it's a real shame, you know, that important update, spoiler alert, it got rugged.
And we are rolling. What's up, guys? Welcome to Unlimited Freedom. This is Vaughn with Unlimited Freedom. I'm getting a lot of people wondering, what's going on with Vexotrade? We're going to talk about...
Now, look at this guy. He's got Jesus on his bloody hat. He's giving people an update on Vexotrade like he's a hero. But I, from watching as many videos as I have, this guy is no doubt promoting these Ponzi schemes, hoping to get the commissions as well. Now, I'm assuming that it's been rug pulled. So you see what's happening here? Is there a pattern here? Everything that comes out of Anthony's mouth is a lie. Now, this unlimited freedom guy, it's easy to get distracted on here. Is he promoting unlimited freedom, sharing an amazing power of passive income with you? So I'm just assuming that this guy is promoting one hand and giving you updates on the other hand. Has Vexotrade, so here he is saying, has it rugged? There's the video that we've just watched. Now, I guarantee you, if we go down here, we will find him promoting it. Oh, look at this. This one rugs. So he's doing the same. They're all doing the same. So YouTube should clean up their act and get rid of these YouTubers. But I'm going to go down here. All new passive play just been dropped. Right, so a month ago, this guy was promoting that scam, and now he's talking about it being rugged. So what the hell is this guy YouTube channel? I don't know this guy, but I'm going to do a review on this guy. I'm just going to be all day busy. And I can guarantee you that this guy, with his 6,000 followers, whether it's true or not, I could go through his YouTube channel and find numerous scams that he's promoted that have been rugged, and he will be NovaTech. All the bloody same. Fucking hell. It just amazes me. So let's subscribe to this guy's channel. Let's go back to the homepage of the channel, and let me see if I can find who this guy is without going into it too much. Amazon links everywhere. Is this what you do for a living? Is this the type of people? So I'm going to do reviews on these guys until I die. Let's make that claim. Ponzi schemers, unlimited freedom, and it's got 2,000 videos. So this guy's got the same size YouTube channel as me. He's got around about the same sort of subscribers, 6,000. I think I've got about 10,000 genuine ones. And he's just promoting Ponzi schemes and scams and telling everyone about these scams.
Hey, quick update on green income. I got a message from the owner, and he has stated that they are just being bombarded by scammers who are trying to get your guys' money, acting like they're from green income, hacking the system.
Oh my God, using scammers. They call me a scammer because I exposed these guys. Oh, this guy's going to have a field day on him. But let's go back to Anthony. So you get the idea. So here's Anthony in a video just a few weeks ago telling everyone that he got rugged for $12,000 when he didn't. He got rugged for $1,900. And now he's promoting Vertex Trade, and he liked it because there was a nice video of the CEO on the homepage, which has now been removed off the internet, and the page has disappeared. So everything that Anthony says is a lie. Let's carry on, Anthony.
With the CEO right now, and everything's going well. I'm going to be doing an AMA with the CEO on.
So he's going to be doing an AMA with the CEO. These guys are promoting and getting backhanders as they lead people off the cliff.
On April the 11th, which is tomorrow, Friday, if you're watching this right now.
So this was 5 weeks ago, 4.5 weeks ago. This is a Ponzi scheme where he's going to be doing an AMA with the owner of Vortex Trade, which has now been rugged. Are you shitting me?
So Friday, April the 11th at 1 p.m. I'll put the information in my group so you can check it out. I don't like putting it out here on YouTube because got some crazy people out there, right?
Oh, some crazy people. Is I one of them? Is I one of them? Is that proper English? I mean, it's just...
Right. I believe that this could be one that could set us up for some long-term stuff.
I believe that this would be the one that could set us up for some long-term stuff, and it's already been rugged.
The CEO showing himself. CEO has an X account right out there that he posts.
Look, he can't even look in the camera when he's lying. Look at his and look away.
And everything. So this could be one. They talk about in here how to get started right here. They have a video in the back office for that, but they also have a very enlightening video that talks about
those images that I'm looking at. I didn't see those before looking, but those videos that you see there, just like I showed you Mars Honda's videos, and they're sitting there in that environment and they're talking to you, they're all done with AI. You know, they're not genuine people. If these are genuine companies, they would take their iPhone or their Android phone and walk around their offices and you'd meet people. You'd be able to find the CEOs and the people that work for the company on LinkedIn, and you'd be able to follow their history through LinkedIn. That's how it works.
Turning 2 million into 8.5 million. They use Bitcoin dominance altcoin trading. If you don't know what that is.
No one knows what that is, Anthony. You're just making the full shit up. It's coming at your ass as much as it's coming at your face.
Into the AMA tomorrow, they're going to talk more in depth about that. The CEO will shed some light on that for us as well.
How could you watch this video or even leave this video online knowing that this has already fallen over after? So there's 2 schemes that have fallen over. I don't know about the other one. I haven't even looked about it, but you get the concept, don't you?
So I make about $50 per day, which is actually pretty good, right?
Because he's at the top of the pyramid. You won't be at the top of the pyramid. He needs your commissions to get that $50 a day. He's making the $50 a day from, he said $2,500 he's put into this platform. He's making $50 a day. Now, if you do the maths on that, he said, did he say 1.5% daily? Is 1.5% daily $50 a day? It could be. I don't know. But is that $50 a day that he's taking out from people who are going over the cliff?
$50 per day that I make off of this. I've already made about $450 off of this one in a very short period of time, and I only got the $2,500 in there. So you know what? I don't have any complaints about this project so far. I see that it's working the way that it should. So if
it's working the way that it should. So he's got $2,500 on the table. He's got back $450. So he's still got $2,050 on the table, and it's working the way it should.
Haven't checked this out already, I've done a video on it. I'll put that video in the description, but also I'll put a link for you to check this one out in the description. I think this is going to go very well for us also. Now, we do have another platform, which is Tensorium. For some reason, it won't let me log in on my computer.
That sounds a lot, doesn't it? I haven't heard about this one.
Not that it won't let me. I'm logged in on my cell phone, and maybe that's the issue.
Because they watch your IP addresses these days.
I'm logged in on my cell phone. It won't let me log in on my computer, but this one is actually working very well also. And so I'm still in this one the way that I should be. It's giving me that my credentials.
No alarm bells there, Anthony. And also remember, none of these projects that he's shown you, not one of them has actually made him more money than he's put in.
Don't match the records, but I want to tell you guys, I am logged in on my cell phone. It works. All of that type of stuff. It's just not working in here on my computer for some reason. It may be my internet VPN, something. I don't know what it is, but it's not letting me log in there, right? But I am definitely logged in on my phone. So if I get a chance, I'll come back around to that one. But this one is absolutely rocking, right? And so
it looks like it's rocking, Anthony. You can't even log into it, you dumbass.
So I like this, and it's been working, right? So this one you can earn about 1.5% per day on this one as well. Not something really extreme, right? I like the fact that this is more conservative, and it's crazy that we're calling 1.5% per day conservative, but this one is actually paying. And so I like this one. I had done another video on this one. I'll put that in the description as well, so you can check that out and see exactly what's going on with Tensorium. And I'll put a link for you to check that out also. Now, another one that we have is BitGem Finance, right? Now, this is a Telegram bot. Guys, if you don't have a Telegram bot that's making you some money, maybe you need to check out this one. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not trying to give you financial advice, but I'm trying to tell you guys, I got some people who got involved in this, and they are excited about this thing because it is slam paying, right? And it's right in Telegram, very easy, instant withdrawals, next to instant withdrawals, and it's very easy to get started with. You go in, they pay you anywhere from 1 to 3% per day. I've seen the average around 1.5% per day that I'm getting paid, but I like that, as I said.
All right, mate. So this guy's a real bottom feeder, and it really fucks me off, to be really blunt. But I actually got paid to do a review for somebody for this one. So the first thing about this BitGem Finance is they had actually created a website claiming it was the FCA's website, and they gave it that you could search for their company number and you could actually download their license with the FCA. So if you went to the website here, you can see this is the website they had on their website. Now, I went back through the archive.org and I found the original launch of their website, and they had a fca-org.com address. And if I clicked on that, it would take me off to a website that looked like the FCA. And you put their company number in here and search, and it will bring up a fake certificate. The actual FCA website isn't that. It's this. So if you were Anthony and you were, a clever man, you would do a bit of research and realize that they're doing deceptive. They're trying to, give you an idea that this company is legitimate. And he said it's slamming at the moment. Well, he obviously doesn't. Well, he does realize how Ponzi schemes work. So my customer who paid me to do this review actually put $320 in it and got $60. I talked about it earlier on, $60 in rewards, took $20 out and felt good about the program and was about to put $10,000 on this program. Now, this is BitGem Finance, right? So let's just go to, oh my God, do I not have it linked? I do not. Okay, BitGem Finance, maybe I didn't. All right, I'm going to link it in a second. Excuse me. I'll just go back to the top, edit post. And if we go to BitGem Finance, I think it was .com. And this is the other one. We're not talking years ago. We're talking recently. Okay, the domain has been assigned. Please go. Hold it. You're live on the internet, and so am I. Yeah. Yeah. Do you want me for something?
Yeah, just check the speed of that link. Oh, God.
Oh, right. All right, I'll have a look.
Yeah.
I won't do it now.
Okay.
Give me half an hour. There, mate.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, so the domain has been reassigned. Please go to the settings of the domain name tab. Now, was that the actual link? So if we went www. and no. So what's happening? So this one here, I'll just check that. I'll make sure we have the right. Yeah, so we do have the right link. So this is the website for the company that before it died, and Anthony was once again promoting it. So I'm going to put that link back into the website so that we can people can click on it and go, oh, it's gone. You got to learn, guys, that this ain't working for you, and it's not working for anyone else either. No one's going to be. So this was the last known version of the website, which we're looking at the website on archive.org. And if we go, there's only one grab of this website. So I've managed to actually do it. So as a rule, what I should do is I should really go back to here and put that link there and put archive.org, copy, view, oops, hold it. I'll just make this so make it easier for other people. Copy that, paste that, and so I don't know archive.org, hold it. Oh, what am I doing? I'm not very good at doing this stuff live. Archive, maybe I should archive. archive.org. See archive.org. And hopefully I can get rid of some of this in a hurry. So now I'm going to go brackets. And there we go, archive.org. Site removed, see archive.org. And then you can get an idea. Oh, I don't think we need arrows. I think you guys got that. Now, what have we got? So is that all bold? Bold? No. Is that bold? No. So we'll bold that and bold it. And there we go. So now you can go back to your heart's content. But anyway, so that's just another example. But when I saw this, so when we did go to archive.org, at the bottom here, they removed this in previous in the latest website and license confirmation, and this is where it linked off to the wrong one. So I don't know, maybe Anthony could hire me to actually do reviews on websites before he does. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just absolutely ridiculous. Now I'm trying to find our friend here and see if I can find Anthony, because there is a bit of updates that I want to do. What I normally do after I do this, if I go to Anthony, where are you? Anthony and Ivory. Is this website's been sitting for a wee while. So we'll go back to Anthony. So listen to the bullshit that he's telling you about this while I update my blog.
Right? And so with this one, I'm in for $500, but I want to show this to you guys. Maybe I can show it to you. Give me just 1 second. I'm going to pull it up so that I can show this for you. All right, guys. So I'm in the BitGem Finance. I'm on Telegram right now, and I don't know if you guys can see
anything that's in Telegram. You're going to get scammed.
Show it for you guys here and show you guys exactly what's going on in here. But this is the BitGem Finance channel here, which they have like 25,000 subscribers.
Oh, that makes it real.
But what you can see here, it shows you the percent of profit for each day. So this is for April the 9th, and showed you that the percent of profit was 2.01%, which is really good, right? It shows you the total deals, how many were successful, how many were unsuccessful, the win rate. And
so what he's reading you there is propaganda. People who are scamming, posting to entice you to
invest. They put in some
invest.
Testimonials of what people are doing.
And the testimonials cannot be verified. I'll bet you money on that.
Results from today. Today, we earned 1.42%. Shows you the total deals, the number that was successful and unsuccessful, and then you see your total win rate here as well. So this is actually pretty cool right here. They have a referral contest that's still going on. This is 7 days left, halfway through the contest, and it's getting serious. If you've added BitGem to your name and already have people, one of the worst things you could do. Now, that's one thing. Now, I don't necessarily change my name on Telegram, so I won't be able to really get into this one, because I don't change my name on Telegram because we have so many fraudsters out there. They're scamming people with my name, so I just try to keep it with.
Oh my God, really?
There, right?
You're gonna go with that?
They're talking about that contest there that you can actually get into. Now, they talk about somebody else's testimony here. They actually share the actual people with the testimony. So this is actually pretty cool right here. You can start this bot right in Telegram. No additional software or anything is needed. You get in, you fund your account with as little as $20. You only need $20 to get started with this.
Wow.
This is one that you can check out for real here and see how you want to participate, if you want to participate with this one. But I wanted to share this with you guys because this is absolutely working right here, right? All right, guys, I showed you a lot of stuff that's working in the cryptocurrency space. That is not all. I got some incredible stuff.
Okay, so I've just actually, what I've done is I couldn't help myself. As I've gone and researched, so far he's shown you four platforms to recover your $12,000 that he claims he's lost when he's only lost $1,900. And now the only other one that I thought, wonder if, because all of them had crashed that he showed you, bar one. So this is the other one here that he claims.
Sellwix.net is a cryptocurrency staking platform that launched on June 17, 2024. It offers a variety of investment plans with high returns, ranging from 1.5% daily for 14 business days to up to 7,000% after 304 business days. The platform supports multiple cryptocurrencies for deposits and withdrawals, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, USDT, and others. Withdrawals are processed manually within 72 hours, and the minimum withdrawal amounts vary depending on the cryptocurrency used.
Right, so you can see here the Pro, Ultra Plan. This seems to be, oh my God, and it's got, see, these are all becoming out of the same company. Does that look real and genuine to you? I hope it doesn't. But this is the same stuff. These are probably all the same people asking him to promote their shit. And it's just the same shit. So I could do a review on this. And it's, look, you've got to look after yourself here, guys. So look, what I do is I go to ChatGPT, right? I ask it the question, what can you tell me about, and I put the website address. It comes back with all that stuff. I would like to do a blog highlighting all the red flags about this company to warn investors before they invest. What can you tell me from looking at the homepage that I've just cut and pasted from below? So what you need to do your own due diligence, as he says, below, is cut and paste the text from their homepage, press enter, chuck it into ChatGPT, and based on the homepage, blah, 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 there are numerous red flags. The red flags of a crypto staking Ponzi scheme. Markets itself as a revolutionary crypto staking platform. Unrealistic returns for a start. Come on, wake up, guys. So 1.5% daily for 14 days. So you've got to stake it for 14 days. He said he only put a little bit of money in there. 150% in 15 days. Where's the money coming from? What's the product? Even looking at that website, you wouldn't be able to tell the product. Commissions, and this is why he promotes it. Classic Ponzi scheme model. No real products, no tech proof. No this, no that, no this. Fake team. Generic template for their website. Suspicious stats. Where do you get these 1.8 million investors from? 455 million stake. What a load of crap. And then dubious license numbers, supported legitimacy. Look, however, the registration numbers are misused. So what we found with the last certificate of incorporation that we had with the big Gen Finance is that it was actually a legitimate company number, but the company had ceased trading 2 years prior. So they've gone to the FCA website, found a company, and or a lot of the times you find these companies are actually registered. Well, it's not registered, but it's just, it is registered. So look, and the other one that was really funny, the listed address for the offices. I mean, I haven't been here. This is not staged. I don't do hours worth of research, but let's just put the address of the building. So this is where they claim the buildings are. Let's see if we can find it. We can look at the street. So this building, I presume it's over to the side here. This is where they claim their offices are. So, and this, out of all the scams that Anthony was promoting to allegedly tell you that you can get yourself out of the shit with, because he's just lost $12,000, all of them have fallen over except this one. And this video was only filmed, I think I did a video, I think it was 5 weeks ago. So he's telling you he's not a financial advisor. No fucking way is he a financial advisor. But he's telling you that this is what he's done. None of the investments that he's done, has he taken more money out than he's put in. So they're all the same. So he must be prime. Did you catch any? No, I was actually on vegan and Megan stuff again.
That I am going to be bringing
I'll finish this one off
very, very soon.
What did we find out there, Zeus?
About. I got something that's launching on April 15th, so I want you to stay tuned for that because that's coming really, really soon. April 15th is just around the corner. We're going to blast this thing off. If you're a leader and you want to lock arms with me for what is going to be launched on April 15th, reach out to me at my email address. My contact information will be in the description of this video. I definitely want to work with some powerful leaders here on what we're launching on April the 15th. Now, also, I want to let you know that I have another video that I'm going to be dropping. It's probably going to be either tonight or tomorrow morning, but that video is going to be absolutely incredible, talking about another program that has been working very well for a lot of people, and people are excited about that as well. So I'm going to be sharing that with you. This will be the first time that I bring it to the channel, so I want you guys to pay very close attention to that one also. But here's what I want you guys to know, right? we have some stuff that you need to pay attention to. We love crypto and the crypto bags, right? But I want to tell you that there is some real heavy money being created in the Airbnb space. Now, a lot of people see Airbnb and they think about all the work, or they think I don't have the money, or I don't have the property. Guys, I want to tell you right now, there is an Airbnb co-host opportunity available for you. It's a very unique, unprecedented opportunity that you get to take advantage of. And I'm going to tell you guys, it's right here, right now. People are winning big time with it. Now, you get to earn passive income through the Airbnb space by being an Airbnb co-host, right? And we show you how to do that. We even show you how you can use other people's money and leverage other people's property to create unlimited cash flow. Think about that, guys. You can use other people's money and other people's property and leverage other people's property to create unlimited cash flow. Now, you probably never heard of something like that, right?
Well, there's a reason why we've never heard of unlimited cash flow.
What it is, see
it's a
how many
false.
people are winning with this.
It's a lie.
And see if it's something that you want to add to your portfolio, because this is definitely tied to real world assets, and this is something that can continue to bring you passive income, even if the crypto space or the stock market space or a lot of the other stuff is going crazy. You can still win in this space, right? So wanted to share that with you guys, man. Take a look at that. I also did an interview with my good friend Jackson Armstrong about a month ago, right? And he's absolutely crushing it right now. But I'm gonna put that video right here.
They're all crushing it except you and him.
Look at that video. Take notes. Get in the comments. Get the information that you need. Reach out to me so that you can get this information on this Airbnb space. But until then, guys, you know what we're gonna do, right? We're going to invest wisely. We're going to invest well. We will only invest what we're willing to lose. But you know we're investing for the opportunity to win. So until the next video, I hope you guys have an absolutely phenomenal day. And I am out. Peace.
Peace. Idiot. Piece of idiot. Right. So we'll finish up with him anyway. I think we've done it. I mean, what I'm doing, I'll create a blog about that last opportunity that hasn't fallen over yet. So that video there was published a month ago. He claims he lost $12,000, but he invested $5,000 and he got $3,100 out. And somehow, miraculously, when he invested $5,000, he got $15,000 paid in. And that would be from commissions. But technically speaking, if we use his stats and his information, he's actually only lost $1,900. Then he decided to show you 4 new opportunities. 3 of those opportunities have already fallen over, and they're only a month ago. The 4th opportunity, I'm working on a blog about that right now, just in case there's some idiot out there who thinks it's a good idea to invest in anything that Anthony actually says. If you go to his YouTube channel and click on videos, it's 4 hours ago he finished a video. A day ago, 2 days ago. So he's doing about a video a day on regularly, looking at the returns. If he had to be regulated, 22% profit in 27 days, 21% daily passive income, 11% profit staking Tether. So Tether, I've actually got information about Tether at the moment. So there was one called tetherbot.io, and Steve Cowell was promoting it. It got taken down. If you go to tetherbot.io now, it redirects to Tether. And Tether is basically, they're all these scams that this guy's promoting, in my opinion, and I'm pretty sure they're all coming from the same leader, the same people who are producing all these contents. So these guys are at the top of the cliff with the scam promoters. Now, he wouldn't get this past the advertising commission using these thumbnails because he's making unsubstantiated claims. So that video that we saw, I don't know if that's a word, about how he lost $12,000 is back here. So since that I lost $12,000 video, which he didn't, he lost $1,900 because he showed us that. He's produced 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 videos. He claims that he's some sort of business mentor. He's built himself his own website where he alleges in his video that he's actually used to be a website developer. He hasn't even finished the website with the frequently asked questions still in the Ghibli language you get when you buy a template. This guy is a bottom feeder. This guy does not deserve to live on earth. And this guy, if you have had any dealings with this guy and you have lost your money, reach out to myself, the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. Let me know what happened when you listened to him. Have you had any dirty secrets about this guy? I'm looking for dirt on this guy. I've written him a right of reply. He has ignored it. I've heard crickets. We rang him up today, and when we rang him, what did we hear was a police siren in the background. We rang him 5 times after that within the 45 minutes, and he just keeps hanging up on us. This guy is not someone to listen to. He has shot himself in the foot. He has given us all the content that we like. If I do get any correspondence from Anthony, it will be him threatening me and telling me that he searched me on the internet and I was involved with OneCoin or something stupid like that, because there's propaganda videos out there put online by people like Jan Gregory to try to defame me. And this is what they call deflection. And it's just absolutely bad. So thank you for watching this video. This is where I call it quits on talking about Anthony. I'm recording this live and I'm going to carry on. But at the moment, if you've got any information about Anthony, let me know. Go to dehek.com. If you can support me in any which way or form by buying me a cup of coffee, because I might have saved you some money, I would appreciate it, because I'm not doing this for the money, but I am trying to make a living online, helping people at the bottom of the cliff when people like Anthony are actually pushing people off the cliff and taking their checkbooks and their wallets off them as he throws them off the cliff. So do like and subscribe. I really do that. And if you do that, I often say to people, if you subscribe, I'll clean your windows. Always like Sadie coming up, clean your window screen for you. She's pretty good at it. Thank you very much, Sadie. And we will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.